Hello and welcome to the JB&M Sports Fanatic channel. Thank you guys for tuning in here this Saturday for some college football here. And yeah, what better than Oklahoma versus Baylor right now? Oklahoma comes into this 9-0 ranked number 8, and they're going against number 13, Baylor. And so this should be a high-scoring contest. I'm anticipating Baylor entered this one at 7-2 right now, but this is a great opportunity for them to try to steal this win here, and let's see if they can. They're currently 4-2 inside the conference. Meanwhile, Oklahoma, they're 6-0 in the conference. So Baylor's certainly looking to try to win this one right here as they get ready for kickoff, and it looks like Oklahoma's going to get the ball first. Let's see. In this series, Oklahoma has won 7 straight games against Baylor. Last time Baylor has beaten Oklahoma is back in 2014. And Oklahoma leads the all-time series 28-3. All right, so kickoff's about to be on the way. And let's get this one started. All right, kick's on the way. No return there, so Oklahoma's going to come out first and 10 from their own 25-yard line to get things started up in this one. Again, led by the freshman, Caleb Williams. Ever since he's taken over this offense, they have just been extremely well. Last game, he was 23 of 30 for 402 yards and 6 passing touchdowns. So he certainly has been tremendous for this offense right here. The way that they can use him on the ground, through the air, I mean, he's just so important to this offense. All right, so here they go, first and 10. Williams in the shotgun, takes a snap, hands it to the back. The back is looking, avoids one guy, gets brought down. Great tackle right there by Baylor. That's going to bring up second down on the play. All right, so here we go. 2nd and 14. At their own 21 after losing 4 yards on that carry. Takes a snap. Williams is looking. He feels the pressure. He escapes the pocket. And he is sacked. Okay, that play looked a little weird right there. He was looking for somewhere to run, it looks like. But there was nowhere to run. End up losing a couple yards on that one. All right, so here we go. 3rd down coming up. Can this Baylor defense get a stop early on, or can Oklahoma get things going right now? Line up in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers on the play, one running back. Takes a snap. Baylor sends 5. They hand it to the back. He gains probably a yard on the carry. That's going to make it 4th and 19 coming up. So what an excellent start to the game by Baylor's defense to get the 3 and out, and so now they'll get the football. All right, so the punt unit is out for Oklahoma. Punt is on the way. Let's see if we get a return. All right, we will get a return. Takes it to about the 38-yard line of Baylor. And so, Mike, thank you so much for coming through. Mike, how's it going? And so you said you got the thumbs up for me. Yeah, I appreciate that. Appreciate that. Absolutely. But how's it going, Mike? Hope you're feeling great today. Let's see. Mike says, how many more weeks of regular season for the college football season? Ooh, let's see. Based upon the fact that these teams have about 9 games that they've played, they go up to 12. So, yeah, we probably got about another 3-4 weeks, because I know some teams probably got a bye week and stuff like that. So really about another 3-4 weeks, honestly, for most teams. But, yeah, we're getting a lot closer to these bowl games. That is for sure. Let's see, Mike says, Maximum chilling. Sounds nice. Sounds nice. Okay, nice. Nice. Have you identified your popcorn game and pizza game for today? All right, but here we go. Baylor's offense here. Let's go. All right. 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line. Receiver goes in motion. They hand it to him. He's looking. He's still running. Look at that. He picks up about a good 5 yards off that end around. Okay, 2nd and 5 coming up in the Oklahoma territory now. Again, we have Oklahoma entering into this game 9-0. They're ranked number 8. Now, they started off the season number 2, and they're currently ranked number 8. They've been winning, but they have not been all the time impressive. But Caleb Williams, still, he's been big. Meanwhile, Baylor, they're 7-2 right now, and this is a big opportunity for them. Take the snap. Play fake to the back. Quarterback's looking. He throws it up there. Incomplete. He was aiming for the big tight end there. Incomplete. So 3rd and 5 coming up at the Oklahoma 48-yard line. Let's see. Mike says not yet. He says depend if Liberty's on the channel. That is a good question. That is a very good question. But here we go, 3rd and 5. You got it back in the backfield. Receiver goes in motion. They're going to hand it to the back here. Let's see if he can get the first. And he falls about a yard shy. He gained 4 of the 5 yards that they needed. They're saying about 2 yards shy. All right, so it looks like the offense is going to stay on the field. Okay. I mean, if you run the ball on 3rd and 5, you probably already made up your mind. You're going to go for it anyway. So let's go ahead and see if they can convert. All right, so we got the quarterback up under center, got a fullback in the backfield, takes a snap, hands it to the back meets the defender, but he stays on his feet. Look how to make guys miss. Okay. And he's brought down after gaining about 5 yards. I thought he was about to bust that one for a big gain right there. But excellent job by Abram Smith. I mean, Oklahoma had a chance to get him, but he did a great job of making those defenders miss. All right, so here we go. One back in the backfield. Receiver goes in motion. Takes the snap. Fakes it. He throws it, and it is incomplete. He felt the pressure in front of him. Didn't have enough time to set his feet. Incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up from the Oklahoma 40-yard line. All right, so here we go. 2nd and 10 out of the shotgun formation. All right, 3 receivers, 1 tight end. Takes a snap. Oklahoma sends forward. He throws it, and it is completed by the wide receiver. Gain of 12 yards and a first down for Baylor. So far in this drive, Baylor, 7 plays, 36 yards, about 3 minutes of time of possession so far on the opening drive here for Baylor. All right, here they go in the shotgun. Receiver goes in motion, takes a snap, hands it to the back. He gets about 3 yards on the carry. That's going to be 2nd and 7 coming up. Abram Smith, he was I believe they said a linebacker that was converted to running back and all like that. So they decided from last year, convert him to running back, and he's top 3 in the conference in terms of average rushing yards a game. All right, so here they go in the shotgun. Got 4 receivers on the play, 1 running back. Takes a snap. He's looking. He's moving. He's going to scramble. He's running. Look at him. Book it. Oh, he lowered that shoulder. What a nice job. He's got to hold on to that ball there. You don't want to let that ball out like that. But what a gain of 13 yards on the run. All right, so here we go. 9 plays, 52 yards, 4 minutes and 25 seconds on this current drive right here. Quarterback up under center. Receiver goes in motion. They hand it to the receiver. He's met by a defender, though. Loses about half a yard, so just about gets back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Here we are, first quarter, 8 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in this one. Baylor still on their first drive here. 10 plays, 52 yards so far in this one. Let's see if they can punch it into the end zone and get the first points of the game. Bohannon in the shotgun. Got one running back, 2 tight ends, 2 receivers as well. One receiver goes in motion, takes a snap. Quarterback is looking. He throws it up there, and it is incomplete. He tried to float it up there for the back to get to it. Wasn't able to do it. 3rd and 10 coming up. Big time 3rd down coming up. If Baylor's going to win this game, these are passes they need to convert on. He had his man on that one. He just overthrew it slightly. All right, so here we go in the shotgun. All right, you got 3 receivers, got a tight end, got a running back. Let's see, Brian is looking. He feels the rush up the middle. He's running. He's still running. He's going to cut it upfield, lowers his shoulder, gets about 8 yards. They're about 2 yards shy at the 4-yard line. Okay. Got a big-time decision here. Do you take the 3 points or do you go for it? Do you roll the dice and see if you can get the touchdown? I feel like in a game like this, you already understand touchdowns is what it's going to take to win this game. So here you go. You've got about 5 receivers on the play, no backs in the backfield, quarterback lined up in the shotgun. Oklahoma, they've got about 5 guys on the line here, possibly 6. They're going to send 6. He throws it. Oh, he had to throw it too quickly, incomplete because the rush got there. So Baylor, after that excellent drive, will fall short, unable to get a touchdown, no points to show for it, and what a stand by the Oklahoma defense right there. That's one of those plays at the end of the game, you're going to look back to it, you're going to be like, man, wish we would have converted on that one. So when we come back, it'll be 1st and 10 for Oklahoma from their own 4-yard line. Mike says, but tomorrow the script is L flip though, for we are in direct competition. You say your Allen is messed up. And so I saw that Nick Chubb is not going to be playing for that Cleveland game against the Patriots, nor is Felton. So that should help my Patriots defense out tremendously. And I expect Buffalo to beat. I expect Buffalo to beat the Jets tomorrow. That's my expectation. Let's see. Michael is joining the stream. What's going on with you, Michael? How's it going? Hope you're having a great Saturday, man. How's it going? And let me know who you guys got in this one. Are you rooting for Oklahoma? Or are you rooting for Baylor? Definitely let me know. Forgot to ask that. But, yeah, who are you guys rooting for? I'm going to be rooting for Baylor in this one. I want to see Baylor win this one because Oklahoma, they're a team that, they're competing directly with a team like Ohio State. So I'm definitely wanting to see Baylor win this one. So Michael's going to be going for Oklahoma. Okay, Oklahoma. Let's see. Mike says, Basic Baker going to lose. Then things about to get real weird, JB. And so absolutely. I really hope that's the case. It should be the case. But my team's got to start winning at home. We're doing great on the road. Just got to win at home. And I don't know if Damian Harris is going to be able to play. I don't know if Ramondre Stevenson's going to be able to play. Those guys, they're still in concussion protocol right now. Let's see. Mike says, according to this, Oklahoma running back Eric Gray is good, a good draft potential. Okay. I feel like we've watched Oklahoma a couple of times. I don't recall saying his name as often. All right, so both teams have had the ball, but neither team was able to score. Baylor put together a nice drive, but wasn't able to finish there at the goal line. So here we go, Caleb Williams and company. Let's see what they can do here on their second drive of the game. One back in the backfield. Tight end goes in motion. He's going to hand it to the back, and he's looking to run, and Brooks gets about 2 yards for going out of bounds. Okay, so that's Kennedy Brooks on a carry for Oklahoma. So far in this game, Oklahoma has not yet passed the ball once. Mike says, it's not fair how your Pats are so good already. Quick cycle. We're just taking it game by game. Here we go out of the shotgun. Let's see. Receiver goes in motion. Got 4 receivers on the play. One running back. He's going to fake it to the running back. Williams is looking. He throws it, and it is incomplete. Incomplete. I know that receiver felt that hit right there in the ribs right there, but that is incomplete. That was Drake Stoops with the drop. It was a nice pass. Yeah, that's a catch you got to make. That's a catch you got to make. But yeah, Mike, it's not a complete cycle yet. We're still working on it. But here we go, 3rd and 8. Caleb Williams in the shotgun. He's looking. Baylor sends 4. He has a pocket. He's still in the pocket. He's directing traffic. He throws it deep. Is it picked off? Picked off. What a play. That's what I'm talking about. Great job by Baylor. Excellent job getting the interception. That's what you need right now. That's how you get the football back, okay? Love that. They read the play. Defensive back got under the ball, went up there, made a play on the football. Excellent job. And Williams, he had to make a throw or something. Let's see, Mike says, Perrion Winfrey, DT supposed to be good. Please keep an eye out. Oklahoma. Okay, bet. Now we got somebody to look out for on the defensive side. Let's see. Michael says, remember I told you Thursday that the Dolphins defense won the game. And so you absolutely did. I remember that. From the start of the game. Yes, you were saying. Zone after going for it on 4th and 2, was unable to get the first touchdown, but here they go. They're back in Oklahoma territory looking to finish what they started last time, and this time getting to the end zone. Let's see. Mike says, you said ISU cornerback Derek Stingley. Have you seen? Oh, LSU. Yeah, absolutely. I've been hearing nothing but good things about this kid dating back to last year and all like that. So yeah, definitely one of the top defensive backs in the draft class. So yeah, absolutely, Mike. Absolutely. I have not watched. We haven't streamed any LSU games. We probably would have streamed that LSU Bama game if LSU was ranked this year. Even though it turned out to be a good game either way, but still, we haven't streamed any of their games so far. Mike says, Michael, you called that stuff. Absolutely. He did call it. But yeah, on that first drive, though, for Baylor, let's see, Gary Bohannon, he was 2 of 6 for 23 yards on the ground as a team. They had 7 carries for 37 yards last time out there, and they're going to need to do more than that if they want to go ahead and finish in the end zone this time. Let's see, Mike says, what are the Pats' biggest need now? Well, the biggest need that we have right now, I could go a number of ways with that. I could either say a true number one wide receiver, because I still feel that if we gave Mac Jones a true number one wide receiver, it could help him take it to even more heights right now if we had a true number one wide receiver. I've been saying that for the longest, that I want a true number one wide receiver. But outside of that, though, if we can improve that offensive line, because there are some times that we're really just taking some hits right now. So I would not be mad at all if with the first round pick. Matter of fact, I'm hoping first round pick we go lineman in next year's draft class. But here we go. Baylor on the carry. That's going to be a loss of about a yard for Abram Smith on the carry. Let's see. Mike says Bills need a cornerback. Okay. Mike says Bills need to bulk up the O-line, especially the center. But here we go, 2nd and 11. Again, we are here in the first quarter with 5 minutes and 45 seconds left to go. Baylor's got the football after they picked off Oklahoma, and they're facing 2nd and 11 right now. Neither team was able to score with the first time that they had the ball. Oklahoma's had the ball twice, now unable to score. Let's see what Baylor does with their second possession. Quarterback runs the option. He took a hit, pitched it to the back. Back makes the first guy miss. Excellent job getting about 10 yards off of that one after getting the pitch there by Tristan Ebner with the run, taking it all the way to Oklahoma 28-yard line. So here we go, 3rd and 1 coming up. And so 80s has joined the stream. You guys, thank you so much for coming through. 80s, what's going on with you? Hope you're having a great Saturday. And so 80 says, hey, JB and Mike, I'm at the Syracuse Louisville game. I'm trying to get you on the big screen. Hey, there he goes. There you go. That's right, that Syracuse Louisville game. Absolutely hope you enjoy that one. Meanwhile, Baylor, they're going the wrong direction here. The wrong direction. They lost about 5 yards on that one. That's going to bring up a 4th down here. Yeah, they lost 5 yards on that run, and so it's going to make it 4th and 6. So a field goal attempt for Baylor is coming up. Let's see, Mike says this draft will be offensive tackle, offensive tackle, offensive tackle, offensive tackle. Slide in 1 defensive end and 2 more offensive tackles. Absolutely. Mike says Lions upset the Steelers. I'm hearing a lot of that. I'm sure Carmichael would be absolutely pissed. Meanwhile, the field goal is no good. No good. So twice, Baylor has opportunities to put points on the scoreboard. They come away with nothing. That is not a good sign for this team right now. If you're going to upset a team, you got to capitalize when you have the opportunity to get some points. So far, we are scoreless in this one, 0-0 with 4 minutes and 10 seconds left to go in the first. When we come back, it'll be 1st and 10 from Oklahoma's own 33-yard line. It'll be a challenge. It's certainly possible the Lions could pull it off, but it'll be a challenge. Let's see. Mike says, 80s, absolutely. And you say, Mike, shout you at the Carrier Dome. That's why he has been mentioning to us he's gonna make that trip, and so absolutely, that is great. I didn't realize that game was this week. Let's see. Mike says, Rep JB Nation. Oh yeah, absolutely. Mike says, JB, I root underdog. I'm in Buffalo. And so, hey, you guys are still the favorites, though. You guys are still the favorites. All right, let's see. I tell you what, though, I know later on when Ohio State plays Purdue, that's going to be a game that I'm going to be glued to. Purdue has upset so many teams already this year, from Iowa, Michigan State, beating those teams when they were highly ranked. And so I need to root on my Buckeyes because we cannot afford to slip in this game right here. This is a must-win for the Buckeyes, so we better be ready to play today. Got to be ready. Meanwhile, what's going on around college football right now while we have some time during the commercial? Let's see. Syracuse versus Louisville. Louisville is up 7-3. They're late in the first quarter there. UCF versus SMU, all tied up 7 apiece midway through the first quarter. Army's beating Bucknell 14-0. Florida is tied with Samford 7 apiece. Florida doesn't want to play around too much in this one. Auburn is up against Mississippi State 7-0 early in that first quarter, but Mississippi State has the ball at the goal line. Houston's up on Temple 7-0. Penn State is up on Michigan 3-0. And Penn State also has the football right now. So definitely hoping that Penn State can go ahead and beat Michigan here. Michigan ranks number 6. Penn State's up 3-0 in that one. Let's see how that one goes. Penn State's at the goal line. So I hope they're able to get a touchdown there. Let's see. Rutgers over Indiana, 14-0. East Carolina versus Memphis. They're tied 7 apiece. Ooh, Clemson's up on Connecticut 10-7. And Alabama's up on New Mexico State 7-3 so far in that one. How about that? But here we go. 1st and 10, Oklahoma with the football. You got 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 running back. Takes a snap. Williams hands it to the back, who hands it to the receiver. And now the receiver's looking, makes the first guy miss. He gets the first down, and he picks up about a good 15 yards on the run. That is Marvin Mims for Oklahoma with the 15-yard run. Mike says, JB Nation sideline reporter 80s. Keep us updated. Absolutely. Out there live at the Carrier Dome. But here we go. 1st and 10. Oklahoma, Caleb Williams in the shotgun. Takes a snap. He's looking to throw. He's going to run. He's going to run, and he gains about a good 3 yards in this one. He has yet to have a completion so far today. Caleb Williams has yet to have a completion through the air. 2nd and 6. Now watch, the moment that I mentioned is the moment that he gets a completion. He's in the pocket. He throws, and it is completed. This time it's by Drake Stoops. He had that earlier drop. Mike says, I'm rooting the Ohio State huge. And so Purdue's going to be a tough challenge, but absolutely hoping for it. Meanwhile, Caleb Williams takes a snap. He's running. He's looking for space. He gets about a yard or 2 on the carry. Okay, so 2nd and 8 coming up. So Oklahoma, they opt to run the ball quite a good bit using their quarterback. I mean, he gets you like about 120 yards on the ground. Look at Spencer Rattler on the sideline, guys. Just look at him. Well, he was meant to be on the sideline, folks. Here we go in the shotgun. All right, 2 receivers towards the top of the screen. Got a running back, tight end. Let's see. Williams takes the snap. He's going to hand it to the back. Back goes up the middle. Gains about 4 yards there by Eric Gray. There's your boy, Eric Gray. Your boy, Eric Gray. Let's see, Mike says, JB, make sure to add they are not a regular college. Not at all. There's nothing regular about this school. Nothing regular about them. But here we go. 3rd and 4 out of the shotgun. 3 receivers towards the top of the screen. Quarterback takes a snap. He's looking. He throws it. Incomplete. Incomplete. That's on Williams right there. That accuracy. That's on him. That is on him. All right, so 4th and 4 is coming up here. This is at Baylor's 34-yard line. I think I skipped one real quick. Let's see. So Mike says, right in if Bama loses. All right, let's see if Oklahoma kicker can make it here. Kick is on the way. It's up. And it is no good. No good. So another kicker with a miss here. Neither team wants to score in this one. So how about that? Oklahoma, Baylor. We're at the tail end of the first quarter here with 1:26 seconds left to go, and neither team wants to score right now. How about that? I thought this would have been a high-scoring game, and it possibly still could be, but the first quarter is not being friendly to either team offensively when trying to score. Let's see. Mike says, Liberty bye week. Let's see. Let me check. Yeah, Mike, Liberty's on a bye week this week. Yeah, so Liberty is on a bye week right now, and when they return November 20th, they will be going against Louisiana, who's currently ranked 24th right now, assuming they're still ranked, after this week. That'll be a good matchup right there for Liberty at home. But yeah, Liberty is on a bye week. Mike says look like Cam might start. I know they said it was a possibility. Last I read, it was doubtful, but a lot could have changed since the last time I read. Let's see. Mike says the Titans versus the Saints will be a banger. You got the Titans by 7. I got the Titans winning 23-13, 23-13 in that one. I know Alvin Kamara, he's supposed to miss that game for the Saints. That's going to be huge right there. No Alvin Kamara, that's going to be big time. Let's see. Mike says, who better, JB? 8. You say 8 lost team, Lions or Texans? If I had to pick a team, I would pick the Texans, even though I know Tyrod Taylor didn't look all that great. But I did see early in the season with Tyrod Taylor that, they did look much better. So I imagine after you get some more reps and stuff, I got more faith in Houston right now than I do Detroit. But I think if Detroit played Houston right now, Detroit would beat them. But I still think that the Houston Texans are better than Detroit, though, overall. Mike pulls an audible. He says, oh, no, Kamara, okay, lost by 10. I agree with you. So, yeah, absolutely. This was something that was decided. It came out yesterday, actually. Like yesterday, it determined he's not going to be playing, so I didn't see that one coming. Tried to pick up his backup in fantasy football, but, of course, they already got that guy glued. All right, so here we go. We got it back in the backfield here. All right, we got, let's see. I see 2 tight ends here. So here is 2 receivers as well. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 from the Baylor 35-yard line. Looking to make something happen. Bohanna, he's going to put a receiver in motion. Takes a snap. Oklahoma, sitting in 5. He throws it. It's deflected. It is deflected. And that is Snead with the bat down from the defensive line. Let's see. Mike says, Albert Cressman, you're not busy. Review the Thanksgiving games, please. Ooh, that is right. Those Thanksgiving games. That is absolutely something that you definitely want to keep an eye out for at this time of the year already. So, yeah, definitely we'll do that when I get a moment. But here we go in the shotgun. Receiver goes in motion. Quarterback's going to keep it. He pitches it to the back. He has the first down, gain 12 yards. Tristan Ebner with the carry. Takes it all the way to the Baylor 47-yard line. All right, so here we go again. 1st and 10. Baylor, they've done a good job of moving the football, but haven't been able to get any points to show for it. Mike says, please believe he's going to make a dent in a bit on Taco Bell product availability. Absolutely. But here we go. 1 tight end, 2 receivers. Out of the shotgun, take the snap. Oklahoma sending pressure. Quarterback's going deep. He has a man, and it's just a little too far. He had him. He had Traquan Thornton on that one, and he knows it. He had gapped the defender. There was no one that could have stopped him. Oh, man. Oh, man. Just put a little less on that ball. It would have been there. Cannot be leaving points on the table like that. But here we go. 2nd and 10. Take the snap. Hands it to the back. The back. He has a hold. He picks up about 7 yards on the carry. Abram Smith. 3rd and 3 coming up. 30 seconds left here in the first quarter. We're all tied up 0-0. No team has scored yet. And if Baylor wants to be the first team to do it, they're going to have to pick up this first down. Ooh. Oh, my. This just in. So, or at least I'm just seeing it. So, for the Rams, it looks like – give me 1 second to pull it up here. Meanwhile, we're at the end of the first quarter here, so we won't be missing anything here because we'll be going to commercial. But it looks like the Rams wide receiver, Robert Woods, he's now out for the year with a torn ACL. So, wow. So that explains why OBJ decided to go to the Rams there. So I did not know that Robert Woods was going to be out for the year with a torn ACL. Interesting. So Odell Beckham will be able to take his spot out there. So that'll be interesting for the Rams. Wow. All right, but so far in this game, just going through the stats for Oklahoma, they've been mostly trying to run the ball, honestly. I mean, Caleb Williams, he's only 1 for 4 passing, just 8 yards in the first quarter. Coming off a game in which he had 402 yards passing against Texas Tech and 6 passing touchdowns, he's only got 1 interception. He's got the same amount of interceptions as he has completions so far, guys. And on the ground, he has 3 carries for 0 yards. So Caleb Williams off to a slow start. Could not have a slower start than what he's had so far. And Kennedy Brooks, 3 carries, -1 yards. As a team, they have just 18 yards on the ground, and 15 of those came from Marvin Mims when he had that end-around carry. As for Baylor, Gary Bohannon, he's 2 of 8, 23 yards. And as a team for Baylor, 12 carries, 60 yards on the ground. So both teams getting it, they're not off to a great start offensively, but I expect that to change at some point during the game. Oh, okay. So Mike, yeah, he got hurt in practice on Friday. So yeah, Robert Woods got hurt in practice on Friday. So this was already after they made the signing and stuff like that. So wow, that is crazy, man. That is crazy. That is crazy. And so Mike says, I think the Rams falling apart before that. And so, okay. Let's see. Mike says, did the Rams and Cardinals yet to settle the score? They've only played 1 time so far, and that was when the Cardinals beat the Rams and gave the Rams their first loss of the year. But they will be playing again later on this season. I just don't know off the top of my head which game that's going to be. I wish it was a Thanksgiving game, though. I really wish it was. All right, let's see. All right, so here we go. Let's see. Will he get the first down? That was Abram Smith with the carry. Gained 3 yards and enough for the first down. So Baylor has a new set of downs to work with. Here we go. 1st and 10 at the Oklahoma 43-yard line. He was able to drag a defender across the line. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. He fakes it to the back. Quarterback. He throws it. It was picked off. Was it in bounds? Look at that, an interception. What you don't need right now. Neither team is passing the ball very well right now. But Baylor, if you're Baylor, you've got to be kicking yourself right now because you've had so many opportunities to get a good drive going, and you just can't capitalize. I don't know what he was thinking, though. I mean, terrible pass, terrible decision. Terrible decision. So both teams have thrown an interception in this game. Neither team has been able to put together a scoring drive. Both teams have missed field goals. Baylor has had multiple opportunities to get a touchdown, but has failed multiple times. So here we are, early second quarter with 14 minutes and 21 seconds left to go. We're all tied up 0 apiece. Who wants to score in this one? Here we go, 1st and 10, out of the shotgun formation from their own 22-yard line. Oklahoma's looking. Caleb Williams avoids the rush. He's going to go deep. He has a man. Incomplete. Excellent job by the defensive back to get up there and get between the football and himself. Now, it looks like he's a little banged up right now. I mean, if I tell you what, though, I mean, it would help if the defensive back does look back for the football before, if he's going to touch the receiver before the ball gets there. But the medical staff is looking at him right now. Let's see. Mike says best 6-loss team: the Bears, Jaguars, Giants, Eagles, Washington, Jets. Our only 7-loss team, Dolphins. Ooh, all those teams have 6 losses. Wow. Well, we can eliminate Washington. We can eliminate the Bears. Ooh, this is tough. This is tough because the Jaguars and the Giants, they've been playing better as of late. The Eagles as well. This is tough. This is tough. I'm going to go with one of those 3 teams, Jaguars, Giants, or Eagles. I would go with Eagles, though. I would go with Eagles because I think if the Eagles played the Jaguars, I think they would beat the Jaguars. If they played the Giants, I feel like more times than not, they would probably beat the Giants more times than not. So I would go Eagles as the best 6-loss team out there. That's what I would go. Let's see. Mike says, how much left in the first? Mike, we're here in the second quarter. We're in the second quarter with 14 minutes and 13 seconds in the second quarter now. Let's see. Mike says, let's get the 10 thumbs up by the half. Absolutely. Make sure anybody that's watching that you press the thumbs up button. And also, if you're somebody new that's watching, do subscribe to the channel. Show your support that way and turn your notification bells on as well. Absolutely. Matter of fact, let's see where we stand right now in terms of thumbs up. But Mike, to your question earlier, I got you, Mike, for Thanksgiving. The first game that we'll get to witness will be the Chicago Bears, Justin Fields, on the road at the Detroit Lions. Detroit has many things to be thankful for, like the fact that the season's not over yet, so they're not technically going to be winless. And if they're going to win a game, this may be their best chance to win a game, I think, against the Chicago Bears. But we'll see. Second on the list is the Raiders at the Cowboys on Thanksgiving. That's right, Derek Carr and company on the road at the Dallas Cowboys, Dak Prescott. That should be a good one. That should be a good one to watch for that middle game during Thanksgiving. And then that final game, the nighttime game, will be when your Buffalo Bills go on the road at the Saints for that Thursday football game on Thanksgiving. So Bills and Saints, that'll be a fun one to watch as well. So there you go. All right, but here we go. Back to the game. 2nd and 10. All right, you got about, let's see. You got 4 receivers, 1 running back out of the shotgun formation. Williams takes it, fakes it to the back. Williams is looking. Williams has time. He can make a sandwich right now. He decides to run. And he's going to pick up a couple yards, about 5 yards before stepping out of bounds, making it 3rd and 5 coming up. Let's see, Mike says, that's how I do it. If such and such play, such and such, who win? So absolutely, that's the only way to do it. Meanwhile, Oklahoma fakes to the back again. Williams is looking. He throws it. It's caught by his wide receiver. Receiver puts a nasty stiff arm, but the defender does not let go and brings him down after picking up 14 yards to the Oklahoma 41-yard line. But there is a penalty. There is a penalty. Let's see what they say. But yeah, Mike, you get to enjoy turkey and watch your team play the Saints. So yeah, definitely hope your team goes out there ready to win that night. Let's see, Mike says Bears at the Lions. Wow, I know, right? But you know they were going to put Detroit on there. So of all the teams I rather, I guess they play Chicago. So at least it could be somewhat competitive. Let's see, Mike says he's thankful for his Bills. Absolutely. Let's see, you say no Dallas? Yeah, Dallas was the game I said the Raiders versus the Cowboys. They're the middle game, so the game in between, the Cowboys at the Raiders. I'm sorry, Raiders at the Cowboys. Raiders at the Cowboys, I'm sorry. Yeah, Raiders at the Cowboys. So they'll be down in Jerry Weld. Meanwhile, Caleb Williams, play fake, bootlegs, throws it, it's caught. And he gets out of bounds there after picking up a couple yards there. So that's going to be, let's see, second out coming up, second and about 4 coming up. But yeah, Mike, it is going to be Dallas and the Raiders playing each other. All right, so here we go. We're running back, got a fullback as well, got 3 wide receivers. Caleb Williams takes the snap. He's going to hand it to the back following his blocker. Look at that lineman run on that one. I'm more impressed by the lineman getting out there and moving. 52, trying to set a block. Mike says, oh, go Cowboys. He says, it's tradition even if Buffalo is America's team now. So there you go. Talk about going on to greener pastures there. He says the Bills are now America's team. Here we go, 1st and 10. Can someone get us some points here? Out of the shotgun, takes a snap. He's going to hand it to the back. The back goes up the middle, gains about a good 5 yards on the carry. That's going to make it 2nd and 5 coming up. All right, so 2nd and 5 coming up. You got Williams directing traffic here in the shotgun. You got 3 wide receivers, got a tight end, 1 running back. 2nd and 6. Let's see what's going to happen. Receiver goes in motion, takes a snap, hands to the back. The back looking for somewhere to go, brought down by his ankles there, and that's going to be a loss of about 2 yards on the carry. All right, so here we go. 3rd and 7 coming up. Let's see, can Oklahoma get into the end zone here? They've got 4 wide receivers out of the shotgun. Got 1 running back as well. Baylor has 4 on the line. Baylor sends 5. He throws it to the back. The back has some room, but is it enough? He does an excellent cut there, and he takes it all the way to about the 2-yard line. That's where they're going to mark him at, the 2-yard line at the goal line, away from the end zone. So Oklahoma in position to get the first points of the game. So here we go, 1st and goal. 2 receivers on the play. Got a tight end, 1 running back. Let's see what they do. Takes a snap, and quarterback's going to keep it. Caleb Williams gets into the end zone. That is a touchdown for Oklahoma. So touchdown, Oklahoma. Caleb Williams runs it in there. It picks up the necessary 2 yards to get the score. And so, Jaheim Jones, thank you so much for coming through on the stream, man. Glad to have you here. Hope you're having a great Saturday, how things are going. And you say, when can Caleb Williams enter the NFL draft? He would need another 2 seasons under his belt to become eligible for the NFL draft. He is a true freshman at the moment. So, yeah, he needed another 2 seasons before he can declare for the draft. But I like the impact that Caleb Williams has for this Oklahoma team. I mean, there's no secret. Prior to him going in there, that offense was struggling a bit this year. But ever since they implemented him in there, I mean, he does so much for this team on the ground, through the air. It's just amazing to watch him play. Against Texas Tech, he threw for 402 yards and 6 passing touchdowns. No interceptions. My man, he was out there balling for this team. Absolutely balling for this team. And so let's see. Jaheim says, thanks, man. He says, yeah, he's way better than Spencer. Absolutely. And you know what? At the beginning of the season when Spencer Rattler was the starting quarterback, because I was streaming the game here on my channel because I stream different games, so we don't always follow certain teams. It's just whichever game is the best game that comes out in a certain slot. And so we was watching the Oklahoma game versus Texas, and I was saying all year long, I was like, I watched Spencer Rattler. I don't see what the experts were saying about him because I saw nothing special about him. He was hurt. He was holding Oklahoma back. But I love the fact that the coach said, you know what? No one man is bigger than the team. Let's go ahead and put in the freshman out there, and let's go out there and win this game. And you know what? It's been paying off. I love Caleb Williams out there for Oklahoma and what he means for this team. His impact is, I'm gonna say it this way. His impact is like a better version of what you would have gotten from someone like Tim Tebow or something like that, because you have the ground game, which is obviously something that Tim Tebow had, but this guy can actually pass the ball. So that is a lot better than the impact Tim Tebow had for Florida back in the day. I mean, I know it's been a while since we saw him in Florida, but that impact he used to have down there in Gainesville, that was unrivaled. And so I see that type of impact potential for Caleb Williams moving forward. So absolutely, he's going to be a guy that in the future wins the Heisman Trophy. No doubt about that. Let's see, Mike says, you're right, Jaheim. The 2 games I saw, the backup was really good. And so he's no longer the backup now. He is the man. You know, they showed Spencer Rattler earlier on the sideline where he belongs, holding the clipboard. So, absolutely. I wonder where he's going to end up transferring to next, though. Because he's going to have to leave here. He's going to have to go somewhere else. But so far in this one, Caleb Williams, 5 for 9, 47 yards through the air. He's also got 5 carries for 7 yards and a rushing touchdown in this one. 1 interception here so far, but they were able to put together that touchdown drive. And I find it interesting because Baylor has been moving the ball consistently, but they cannot get any points on the board right now. And so they find themselves now trailing 7-0 in this one. But let's see what they do when they get the football. Kicker is on the way. All right, so there we go. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 25 for Baylor when they come out there. Let's see. Jaheim says, Sam Spencer has so much potential with his arm and mobility, but his eyes down. He eyes down one receiver and forces too many passes in the double coverage. That he does. My man believes in his arm a little too much. Let's see. Jaheim says, I heard Spencer might transfer to Ole Miss. After, you know what? I did hear something about that as well. Ole Miss. I think that'll be a good look for him, honestly, going to Ole Miss. So here we go. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 running back. Takes a snap. Oklahoma sends 4. The pressure's all around him. He throws it, and it's still caught by the right receiver. Excellent job by Bohannon to get that pass off, even though there was a defender on him, and he felt the hit, but he still got the pass there. Great pass on that one. So 1st and 10 for Baylor at their own 35-yard line. Let's see. Mike says Caleb Williams will go high in the draft, JB. Absolutely. Absolutely. No doubt about that, because in today's NFL, you can have that mobility plus the way he can pass the ball. There's a lot that offensive coordinators can do with that. Where you go, 1 back in the backfield, 2 receivers, couple tight ends as well. Tight end goes in motion. Takes a snap. Up, there's a timeout by Baylor. Okay. All right, so we got a timeout here. We're here in the second quarter with 9 minutes and 52 seconds remaining here before the half. Oklahoma leads 7-0. They scored the last possession, so now Baylor is going to try to get their first points of the game, but they call a timeout with 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line. And let's see, Mike says they call having Sam Darnold eyes, and so nobody wants that, Mike. Nobody wants to have those Sam Darnold eyes. The only thing you see are ghosts on the field, apparently. But yeah, let's see if we can get to 10 thumbs up here before the half. So make sure you guys press the thumbs up. If you're somebody that's new, make sure that you do subscribe to the channel, as well as turn your notification bells on as we do these live streams about 4 or 5 times out the week. Meanwhile, while we're at the commercial now, I think it's a great time for me to go through some of the other games that are taking place and give you guys a score update in terms of what's going on around the NCAA Football League right now. Let's see. All right, so let's start with the Louisville versus Syracuse game. You've got Louisville in full control of that game, 28-3. So, yeah, Syracuse needs to wake up right now. They're in the second quarter here with about 8 minutes left to go. You got SMU over UCF 21-14. Florida, what is going on with Florida, guys? Florida is tied with Samford 21 apiece early in the second quarter. Again, we're at the commercial right now, so I'm just going through these picks right now until we come back from commercial. But, yeah, Samford and Florida's tied 21 apiece. You got Auburn. They're up 14-3 versus Mississippi State. They're facing the 4th and 1 at the goal line. So let's see if they go for it there. Right now in the second quarter, Penn State is beating Michigan 3-0 right now, but they got about 8 minutes left to go in that one. Let's see if Penn State can keep that one going. Rutgers is up on Indiana 17-0. You got, let's see, Clemson up on Connecticut 17-7. Bama taking care of business against New Mexico State 28-3, their early second quarter. And you've got Wisconsin up against Northwestern 14-0 right now, about midway through the second quarter. Let's see, East Carolina's over Memphis 10-7 right now. There you go. And so, PLM, thank you so much for joining the stream. Glad to have you here. Hope you're having an okay Saturday. Let's see, you say, as an Oklahoma fan, you say these 11 a.m. kicks are going to kill you. You say you're violently hungover, so we win. Gotcha. Okay, so you got an Oklahoma fan here. Okay. Meanwhile, Baylor takes it, hands it to the back. He has a hole, and he gets the first down. Okay. He picked up about a good 11 yards on that carry. That's Abram Smith with the carry. But, yeah, definitely loving what we're seeing so far from Oklahoma's defense, coming up with some big-time stops. Let's see. Mike says, are you pumped for the Pats versus the Browns? I am. I feel like if we can win this one, I feel a little bit more confident about my team moving forward. Meanwhile, they toss it to the back. And he gets back to the line of scrimmage there, possibly gains a yard on the play. Great tackle right there by Oklahoma. Mike says, PLM, Gatorade or lots of water. And he says, violently, that don't sound good. He says, you mixing beer and booze? But here we go, 2nd and 9. One back in the backfield, 2 receivers. Got a tight end as well. Looking to the sideline. All right, he's going to take the snap. He's going to run the option, toss it to the back, and Oklahoma's having none of it. They're having none of it. He gained a yard on that one, Abram Smith. So now we're looking at 3rd and 7. How do y'all feel about right now Oklahoma being ranked number 8? I mean, I'm not going to lie. If I was an Oklahoma fan, I'd be pretty upset right now being 9-0 and just ranked number 8. I find it highly disrespectful, honestly, if I was Oklahoma. Here we go, 3rd and 7, out of the shotgun. They're going to hand it to the back. The back gets the first down and then some, takes it all the way to the 35-yard line of Oklahoma. So that was about 17 yards on the carry, taking it all the way to Oklahoma 35-yard line out of the shotgun. That is very interesting. They ran that play on 3rd down, and it worked for 17 yards. So far in this drive, 5 plays for 40 yards and about a little bit more than 3 minutes off the clock. We're in the second quarter with 7 minutes and 15 seconds left to go. Meanwhile, Bohannon up under center. Receiver goes in motion. They hand it to the back again. This time he's met by a storm of Oklahoma defenders. And he gets back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. That's going to be 2nd and 10. 7 minutes left to go before the half. Mike says you should beat the Browns. Absolutely. But, hey, we got to go out there and take care of business. Take care of business. Mike says Broncos should win 10 or more over the Eagles. So, Mike's got the Broncos over the Eagles. I got the Eagles over the Broncos in that one. But here we go. All right, I see multiple tight ends, 2 receivers, 1 running back. Quarterback takes a snap. He throws it, and it is caught by the receiver. Okay. And there's going to be a face mask call on that one. He grabbed him by the face mask, I think, on that one. But he picked up 16 yards on the reception. All right, so that face mask is going to tackle on about another 10 yards right there. So now we're going to the Oklahoma 9-yard line. But you know what? Baylor has been down here before, and Oklahoma came up with a big-time stop. So can they come through right now once again and at least hold them to maybe a field goal attempt this time around? And so the Cleveland Clowns has joined the stream. Thank you so much for coming through once again for another stream. Hope you're having a pretty good Saturday here. Meanwhile, Baylor running the ball. Look at that. He spun out of trouble. Can he get back to at least the line of scrimmage? He does that and then some. Turns that into 3 yards. What a magical run there by Tristan Ebner. He should have lost about 5 yards on that one, but turned it into a 3-yard carry. A lot of work at 3 yards, but hey, that's what's up. And so, but you say Cleveland Clowns will lose big time. And so, okay, there you have it. There you have it. Okay, I love the faith you guys have in the Patriots there. But they still have a rookie quarterback. They're still young. Damian Harris, we don't know if he's going to play. Ramondre Stevenson, we don't know if he's going to play. They may be down to J.J. Taylor and Bolden as well in the backfield. So we'll see about that one. But meanwhile, they're going to hand it to the back, and he's met in the backfield, trying to fight his way. That's going to be a loss of at least a yard on the play. Excellent stop right there by that Oklahoma defense. 3rd down coming up. If they can make the stop here on 3rd down, they can at least hold them to a field goal attempt. So this is a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see, Mike says best 5-loss team at the break. All right, yeah, we'll get to that at the break. Absolutely. But yeah, let's see if we can get the 10 thumbs up here before we get to halftime. But here we go, 3rd and goal out of the shotgun. You've got 4 wide receivers on the play. Quarterback takes a snap. He throws it up to the wide receiver. That's a touchdown for Baylor. That is Tyquan Thornton with the touchdown reception there for 8 yards in the end zone. Pretty open right there. I mean, you're in the goal line. How do you let that guy get behind you? I don't know. I don't know what he think he was going to run. A slant? A screen? I don't know. But you can't let that happen. I don't know what he was trying to do in coverage, but you cannot let that happen. That's all on him on that one. So now we'll wait the PAT attempt. All right, we're all tied up 7 apiece here in the second quarter with 4 minutes and 44 seconds left to go before the half. Let's see. Mike says the best 5-loss team at break. You say Seahawks quarterback. So Russell Wilson's been activated off of IR. So the expectation is that he's going to be able to go out there and play quarterback for them. So that's good news for him and good news for my fantasy football team, at least one of my fantasy football teams. And you say 49ers who's quarterbacking. That's going to be Jimmy Garoppolo still for right now. Still Jimmy Garoppolo. You say Vikings, Colts, who's quarterbacking. And so that's a good question there in terms of that one. You say Panthers, who's quarterbacking? The Panthers did state that Cam Newton is going to be doubtful. So we might get to see some Cam Newton possibly, but they're still looking to put P.J. Walker out there last I heard in terms of starting for that game. That's the expectation right now. So, but the best 5-loss team at the break. We'll get to that at halftime for sure. Mike says, you're right, Clown. So there we go. You see, Mike says 7 thumbs, so close. So, yeah, absolutely. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Joey, thank you so much for coming through, man. Glad to have you here. And so you say Cam Newton. And so, yeah, absolutely. Cam, I got you, Cam Newton. Bet. I'm excited to see Cam Newton back, though. I'm excited for him, because I know the man worked hard. I thought eventually after the preseason was over, I thought he was going to start a couple games for the Pats, but It wasn't meant to be, but hey, it's a great opportunity for him. I'm excited for him. Absolutely. And in case you guys haven't heard yet, because I know I normally post this content as well, but Robert Woods, he's out for the rest of the season. Tore his ACL in practice. So he's out for the rest of the season for the Rams. So that means OBJ will be filling in for his role. He got hurt in practice on Friday. So just in case you guys haven't seen the news. So there you go. So here we go in the second quarter, all tied up, 7 apiece. Let's see, Mike says, what is Cam's celebration move? He loves the dab. You know that. That was a staple, at least back then. You know that. All right, so here we go. After the touchdown, Baylor's about to kick things off here. Let's see if Oklahoma can get another touchdown here. Last time they had the ball, they had a touchdown here. So let's see if they can crank things up. Again, we're here in the second quarter with 4 minutes and 44 seconds left to go. All tied up, 7 apiece. At the end of the first quarter, no team has scored, but both teams have scored now on their last 2 possessions here. So let's see if we can keep it going. All right, so here we go. Caleb Williams and company coming out. Again, Oklahoma currently 9-0 right now in this one. They're ranked number 8. They want to show the committee that they should be higher than ranked number 8. And what would do better than that than to beat another team that's ranked in the top 15 right now, especially on the road. Let's see, Mike says, don't he have the Superman belt? He has that one too in his arsenal. He's got quite a few. Meanwhile, Caleb Williams on the flea flicker. Okay, but the pressure's there. He throws it, and it is incomplete. So they called a flea flicker on the play, but it's incomplete because Baylor reacted in time. And so we're looking at 2nd and 10 from the Oklahoma 25-yard line. And so, Bram, thank you so much for joining the stream. Hope you're having a great day. And you say, let's go. Absolutely. All right, but here we go. 2nd and 10. You've got 3 receivers towards the bottom of the screen. Quarterback making adjustments here. Got a fullback and a running back. Baylor look like they're going to send 4. They send 5, actually. They're going to hand it to the back. He makes the first guy miss. And the second guy brings him down. He picks up about a good 3-4 yards on the carry. So now we're looking at a 3rd down here. Again, last drive, they were able to get into the end zone here. Let's see if they can keep the momentum going on 3rd down. Here we go, shotgun. 3 receivers towards the top of the screen, 1 at the bottom. Takes a snap. Baylor sending 4. Williams in the pocket. A nice, clean pocket for Williams. He's going to throw it. There's a penalty now. The receiver dropped the ball. The ball was right in his hands. Marvin Mims, and he dropped it. But he's bailed out by a holding call against the defense right there. So, yeah, that's going to get them a 1st down on the play. So they call holding on Baylor. And let's see, Michael says 20 thumbs up. Yeah, let's keep it going. Let us keep it going. All right, here we go, 1st and 10. Again, second quarter, 4 minutes and 6 seconds left to go here. Let's see, out of the shotgun, Williams in the shotgun, 3 receivers towards the bottom of the screen, takes a snap. Baylor has pressure on him, and Baylor is going to sack him. Referees blow it there, so that counts as a sack right there, loss of 6 yards. That was Gabe Hall on the sack. Again, Gabe Hall, number 95, with the sack for Baylor. So that's going to make it 2nd and 16 at Oklahoma's own 32-yard line. So far in this game, you look at what Caleb Williams has done so far. 5 of 10, 47 yards passing through the air, no touchdowns, 1 interception. He also has 6 carries for 1 yard as well. But here he goes in the shotgun. He's going to keep it himself. He's looking for a hole. He's running. Okay. He makes a guy miss. Okay. He picks up the first down. So how about that? Caleb Williams doing what he does so well on the ground. How about that? 1st and 10 for Oklahoma. 19 yards on the run, taking it all the way to Baylor territory now at the 49-yard line, and a 1st and 10 for Oklahoma. 3 minutes left to go here in the second quarter. All right, you've got a tight end, you've got 3 wide receivers, got a running back. Receiver goes in motion, takes a snap. Williams has it. He's looking. He throws it, and it's caught. All right, he's going to take it all the way to about the 31-yard line. So, all right, so at Baylor's 31-yard line. All right, so let's go. Let's see. All right, so it looks like Williams currently is dealing with a little bit of an aggravation right now out there, but it should be nothing major. He's still out there, of course. 3 receivers towards the top of the screen. Takes the snap. He's going to hand it to the back. Let's see what Brooks can do with it. Cuts up. He's going to get, okay, he's still moving forward. Okay. He turns that into about a good 7-yard pickup there. 7-8 yards. Okay. Love the effort there. He's feeling it. But 2 minutes left to go here before the half. Again, Oklahoma looking to score again here on this drive. If you're Oklahoma, you want to continue to move the ball. You got all 3 timeouts, so the last thing you want is to allow Baylor any time to try to respond if you do score. So here we go, 2nd and 2. 1:35 left to go. All right, you got 3 receivers on the play. Take the snap. They're going to hand it to the back again. Look at him go. And, yeah, they're going to get him for a loss on this one. At least back to the line of scrimmage at best. 3rd down coming up. 1:21 left to go. Clock is stopped. See who called the timeout here. All right, so we're at the commercial right now, so let's go ahead and get through some of the comments here. Let's see, Michael says 20 thumbs up. Yeah, let's go ahead and get these thumbs up going. And again, if you're somebody that's new that's watching, do make sure that you do subscribe to the channel. We do a lot of play-by-plays throughout the week, college football, NFL, occasionally there'll be some NBA stuff as well. Later on, after football season, I'll start doing more basketball stuff as well. But yeah, definitely I try to cover as much content as well. And in addition to that, also cover some sports news as well. Michael says, but not until he has the 1st down. So there you go. So yeah, absolutely. Let's see, Mike says, what stadium you at, 80s? Mike says, any player sticking out from this game, JB? And so far in this game, when we're looking across the what's standing out in this game, I mean, I've been impressed with Abram Smith for Baylor on that side. Obviously, we know what Caleb Williams can do on this one, but in terms of just offensively, those 2 guys are guys that I'm keeping an eye out for thus far. All right, Caleb Williams, he throws it on the run, incomplete. He felt the pressure, so he never had a chance to really set his feet there, had to throw it on the run, and was not able to get enough on it to get it to Stoops on that one. So therefore, incomplete, 4th down coming up, and so that should bring out the field goal unit there. All right, so here we go. A 40-yard field goal attempt. Again, he missed his field goal earlier. Let's see if he can convert on this one. Kick is up. And he missed it again. He missed it again. My goodness. Wow. So Baylor, they get the stop thanks to the missed 40-yard field goal attempt. And they have 1:16 left on the clock to try to do something with that. Let's see. Mike says, how's it you got a score prediction for tomorrow? Score predictions for tomorrow. And so let's see. Mike says 21 thumbs Up, let's get JB to 30 before halftime. That's right, they're trying to get to 30 before the half. Speaking of before the half, out of the shotgun, 3 receivers towards the top of the screen, 1 at the bottom. You got running back as well. Quarterback's making adjustments. Oklahoma, they've got 4 guys near the line. Let's see if they send 4 or if that 5th guy's going to come. All right, they're going to send 5 there. Get the running back in the backfield there. That's going to be a loss of about 4 yards there by Tristan Ebner on the carry, losing 4 yards, taking it back to the Baylor 19-yard line. Let's see, you got a minute left to go here before the half. Baylor's only got 1 timeout remaining. Will they just go ahead and run the ball here and take it all the way to the half? Again, we're all tied up, 7 apiece here. Both teams have saw their kickers miss kicks. Oklahoma had their kicker miss twice. Baylor took it to the goal line earlier, was unable to score a couple times. So they left some points on the field for sure out there. But let's see what they do here. Takes a snap, hands it to the back. Back is looking, cuts up. He's still running. There's a penalty, but he's going to get the first down. Let's see what the penalty is, though, on this one. But he got the first down on the ground, picked up about a good 13 yards on the carry. I'm sorry, good 16 yards. So illegal shift on the offense is what they're going to call there. So we've got 25 seconds on the clock here before the half. And so this is a game that I fully expect the second half to be a lot more explosive with points, especially we saw what Caleb Williams did last week. I know it was against Texas Tech, but he threw 6 passing touchdowns and over 400 passing yards. I think it's just a matter of time before these offenses start cranking up in this one. And by the way, if you guys have not told me already, let me know in the live chat, which team are you guys rooting for, Oklahoma or Baylor? Because right now we are looking at these teams going into the half here, all tied up 7 apiece. So yeah, that's the half right there, guys. That is the half right there, 7 apiece. And so when we come out of halftime, Baylor will receive the second half kick. Let's see. I'll go ahead and go over the stats real quick to recap what happened here in the first half. And so, yeah, Oklahoma, Caleb Williams, 6 of 12, 65 yards passing. So he's averaging about 5.4 yards of completion. No passing touchdowns, 1 interception. But he also does have 7 carries for 20 yards and 1 rushing touchdown in this one so far. Also, as a team, Oklahoma has 17 carries for 66 yards on the ground and one rushing touchdown. Obviously, that came from Caleb Williams. Kennedy Brooks, 8 carries, 27 yards, averaging about 3.4 yards a carry. Meanwhile, for Baylor, looking at Gary Bohannon, he's 5 of 12 for 57 yards through the air, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. On the ground, he's got 2 carries for 21 yards as well. Rushing the ball for Baylor, as a team, 22 carries for 106 yards on the ground. So they're averaging almost 5 yards a carry almost on the ground. Meanwhile, you look at Abram Smith, 11 carries, 60 yards on the ground so far. Let's see, Mike says, and again, we're here at the halftime. So at the halftime, I'll be going through the comments as well as keeping you guys up to date with what's going on around the league as well, in terms of some of the other scores as well. But first, let's go through the comments here. Let's see. Mike says, Packers should win big on the Seahawks. Is Russell back? Russell is back. The indication is that Russell is back. He's been removed off of IR, so Russell Wilson should be back there playing for that one. So that's why I'm thinking that, yeah, I like the Seahawks in that one. And so I think I skipped one on that one. Hold on. Mike says, what is the real deal halftime debate? 4 lost teams. You say Browns, Chiefs, Patriots, Falcons, Bengals, Broncos. Off of those teams right there, I'll eliminate the Falcons right now. I'll throw them off. I like the Bengals. I still like the Bengals right there. Broncos, up and down, up and down. I know the Browns did beat the Broncos head-to-head, but I can't trust the Browns right now either. I feel like the Chiefs are this is going to be important for the Chiefs against the Raiders. But this is a real tough one right here. I'm either going to go with the Pats. I'm going to go with the Bengals. One of those 2 teams I would go with right now. Since the Pats seem to be on the winning streak, they beat some teams like the Chargers there. I'm going to be a homer here, go with the Patriots on this one. But, yeah, definitely I can see the Bengals as well. But, yeah, I'm going to go Patriots on that one in terms of the real – oh, you say the real deal. Okay, so, yeah, Patriots real deal. Ooh, I still believe in the Chiefs right now. I've lost faith in the Browns right now. So I think Patriots and Chiefs of those teams are the real deal. So Patriots and Chiefs right now is what I would go with. I know the Chiefs don't look like their old selves, but I think they'll continue to get better and better. And so PLM says, what about Caleb's hand? So Caleb's hand, yeah, I don't exactly know how he got hurt on that play with his hand because it felt like when they grabbed him down, it might have been that stiff arm, but he's still out there running the ball. They're not really trying to pass it too much right now. So I wonder how much that's coming into play, but it's still good enough for him to throw the ball, though. Still good enough for him to throw the ball. Let's see. Mike says, I agree. Pass are the real deal. And so Mike says, what happened to Caleb's hand? I remember on that play that he had that scramble that he went out of bounds on. It looked like when he tried to do that stiff arm and they brought him down, I think he hurt his hand on that play particularly because I had not noticed it before that play. So I think that's the play that he ended up getting injured on when he got brought down out of bounds. And so, but I don't think it's anything that's going to pull him out the game or anything like that. He's still playing through it right now, so he should be good to go the rest of the way. But all right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and keep you guys up to date with what's going on around the league real quick since we are at the half right now, so you guys have an idea of what's taking place with some of the other games right now since we are at the half. All right, so let's see. I'll start at the top. Let's see. Army is dominating against Bucknell 42-0. They're not even at halftime yet, so Army's putting in work. Louisville's up 35-3 against Syracuse. They're at halftime. SMU's pulled away from UCF 31-14. About 4 minutes left to go before the half. Let's see. Ooh, guys, how about Samford over Florida right now? 35-28. Wow, they got about less than 5 minutes left to go before the half. But Samford over Florida. I mean, wow, Samford is 4-5 right now. And that's just one of those games you look at it and you're like, wow. Remember, it was a couple weeks ago we saw Florida versus Bama, and they played them so well. But since then, Florida has not been looking the same since then. Let's see. Auburn's up against Mississippi State 28-3. Houston's over Temple 10-0. Let's see. Michigan versus Penn State. Michigan is up on Penn State 7-3 right now. They've got 1 minute and 35 seconds left to go before that one reaches halftime. Rutgers is up against Indiana 17-0. The East Carolina Pirates, they're up against the Memphis Tigers 16-13. All right, Clemson's over Connecticut 23-7. Kansas State, they're dominating West Virginia 17-0. About 48 seconds left to go before the half. Let's see. And then Bama, they're beating down New Mexico State 42-3. And Wisconsin is up at the half 21-0 over Northwestern. All right, let's see where we at right now. All right, so let's get through some of these comments here. Let's see. Mike says, we in Buffalo, we Mafia members, always root for the dog pound. Hope they get one more playoff win. And so, okay, nice. Let's see. Mike says, an Alabama slammer, JB, absolutely. All right, give me 1 second here. I'll be right back. All right, so I see that comment, Mike. Let's see. Mike says it's Clemson finding the groove. Quite frankly, I wouldn't say they're finding the groove. They're just finding an opponent that they can actually win against. Connecticut, they're known for basketball, but they're not good at all in football. Matter of fact, they are 1-8 this year, Connecticut. 1 win and 8 losses. They got blowed out by Middle Tennessee 44-13 a while back, and I remember that one. They're just not that good. They're not that good. They're not that good. They lost to Yale, lost to Massachusetts. Heck, Vanderbilt beat them. So, yeah, Connecticut, not that good. All right, let's see. So, but there you have it. Let's see. Mike says, JB making Hot Pockets, love them. Not a bad idea, Mike. Not a bad idea at all. At all. Maybe we can get Hot Pocket to go out here and sponsor the stream one day. Who knows? But, yeah, we're seeing a lot of defense so far in this one. A lot of defense in this one. A lot more defense than I anticipated. Let's see. Mike says, oh, is this your popcorn game? That's a good question, Mike. Let me look through the schedule real quick and see who's going to be the popcorn game for me today. Mike says Hot Pocket game. I tell you what, I mean, based upon the games that are left today, I'll say this. My pizza game is going to be when Ohio State plays against Purdue. All right, because at 3:30, Purdue comes into this one ranked number 19. They have 3 losses, yes, but they have some very impressive wins so far this season. And so we got to make sure we don't fall victim to them. Last time I saw my team play Purdue, they whooped us. I'm not going to lie. They whooped us badly. So this is going to be a game that I'm personally going to be glued to in terms of just seeing Ohio State get that victory there. But there's some other games as well. I know Miami's playing against Florida State later today, but none of those teams are ranked, so I'll disregard that. As far as my pizza game goes, it may just be that North Carolina State versus Wake Forest 7:30 game. That's what I would choose. Yeah, Wake Forest at home coming off a loss by 3 points in which they led by like 18 points against North Carolina, but ended up losing 58-55. How do they respond against North Carolina State, who's ranked number 16? That should be a good one. But yeah, that's what I'm going to go with for that one, that Ohio State versus Purdue game. That is what I'm banking on right there. Let's see, Mike says the Hot Pocket game. The Hot Pocket game. Let's see, Mike says the Ohio State. Absolutely. The Ohio State University. All right, so yeah, we're still at the halftime, guys, waiting for halftime to conclude. So when we come back, Baylor, they will get the football first with an opportunity to go out there and try to take the lead coming out from the half. Both teams got to make some adjustments. They left a lot of points on the table. We saw some missed field goals here. I remember Baylor went deep one time. The receiver was wide open. It was an overthrow. They made it to the goal line as well, was unable to score. So they've left a lot of points on the board. So has Oklahoma. So both of these teams are going to try to get things going here in the second half. But one thing that has worked so far in this game for Baylor, it has been the ground game. 22 carries, 106 yards on the ground, averaging 4.8 yards per carry. That has been working for them so far in this one. They even got a passing touchdown in this one. So they've been able to move the ball so far in this one. They really have. But we'll see if they can keep that going and actually finish on the drive. So for Baylor, they just have to finish. As for Oklahoma, moving the ball has really been an issue right now. I mean, 65 yards passing, 66 yards rushing. So they want to get something going right now. Let's see. Mike says Carrier Dome, hot dogs worth the trip, JB? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. No doubt about that. No doubt about that. I'm just now seeing the highlights for that Sanford and Florida game, and my goodness, how did he get that return? That is crazy. All right, let's see. All right, so I guess I'll pose a question for you guys. What is, in your opinion, right now, the best rivalry in college football to date? The best rivalry in college football. There's a lot of good historic rivalries out there that you can throw out there, but I want to hear from you guys that are watching. Let me know in the live chat, what is the best rivalry in college football right now? Right. All right, so there goes that question up there for you guys. Give you guys a little minute there to get some of the comments in there. Have that question up there for you again. The best rivalry in college football right now. Now, I know historically speaking, there's been a lot of great rivalries out there. So when I think of rivalry in college football, obviously I'm a Big Ten guy, so I start thinking of games like Ohio State, Michigan, of course. That's the first thing that comes to mind. I've also watched a good amount of ACC football throughout the years, especially I remember early 2000s, late 90s, all that stuff. Miami versus Florida State. That has always been a good rivalry. I know they play later today, but obviously neither team is ranked. So right now that rivalry doesn't feel like it did back then, since these two teams are no longer playing for conference titles and stuff like that. But still, that's a rivalry that comes to mind. There's so many rivalries that come out there. So definitely want to hear from you guys here. So let's go ahead and see what you guys come up with. And so Sooner history. Hey, I appreciate you for coming through, man. Glad to have you here. And you say the Oklahoma Texas rivalry. Hey, I will say this now. Every time I see Oklahoma Texas, that is must see TV, because I guarantee you it's going to come down to a one possession victory in that one. And it's been so close lately. Like, oh my gosh, it's been so close lately. So absolutely, that has been a fantastic one. I actually streamed that Red River rivalry earlier this year, and it was a great one. Texas jumped out to a fantastic start, but they got complacent, and then Oklahoma came storming back. That was the Caleb Williams breaking out party in that game right there this year. And we've seen so many great games between those two teams, honestly. So absolutely. And so Mike says the old Liberty versus Oklahoma games. And so Mike, going out back to the archives here. The archives, okay. And so Mike says, Sooner history, what's up? There you go. And let's see, Sooner says Notre Dame versus USC, but if it's today. And so, man, I remember those USC Notre Dame type of days back then. That's going back there. Just the history of it. That's one team that I've been looking forward to seeing, the return of USC. So I do hope that whoever they bring in for their next head coach, that he's able to come in there and really just get this program back in order here. Because I miss the days where we used to see a USC team and watching them play was absolutely big, Oh, we got a correction here. Let's see. Mike says the old Alabama versus Liberty battles. And so Mike corrects himself. Mike says, Sooner, who on your team is NFL draft prospects? So yeah, Mike, always doing the scouting for us here, trying to figure out who are the guys that you're looking at when it comes to this Oklahoma team. If I had to guess, I would guess that maybe, and correct me if I'm wrong, Sooner history, because I've only seen Oklahoma play a couple times, but I would have to guess that there's probably a receiver or two on this Oklahoma team that everybody's looking at. And I would guess that it'd probably have to be someone like Marvin Mims, if I'm not correct. If I'm correct. Because when I think Oklahoma, I definitely think about that offense. All right, so let's see. Michael says the USC Notre Dame and the Georgia Florida. How can we forget the Georgia Florida? I remember watching when Urban Meyer had Tim Tebow and all like that, and they chose to just bring everybody out and storm the. No. I think Georgia chose to storm the field on them, and then or vice versa. One of them stormed the field, and the other. And the next year, the other team just went up there and tried to run up the score on them. That is definitely a good rivalry right there. Absolutely, a very good rivalry. Let's see. Sooner says, okay, so Nike on Benito. Okay. And let's see. Mims. Okay, I thought it was Marvin Mims. I know he's only got one catch in this game. He had a big drop earlier, but I figured it would have had to have been someone like Marvin Mims for sure. Okay. Let's see. Sooner says Mario Williams. Okay, Mario Williams. And so Michael says the Army-Navy game. And so, okay, the Army-Navy game. All right. And you know when the Army-Navy game plays, that is right after we just came from like a week of all those big-time rivalry matchups and stuff. And then the stage is set purely for the Army-Navy game. And so, yeah, got to love it. Got to love it. Certainly looking forward to streaming that one. Absolutely, especially as of late. You know, these offenses have really, because some of these teams have entered into it being, you know, like rank, whether we're talking Army, Navy, even though Air Force in there last couple of times over the years, I've just seen some real improvement from their offenses all around. So absolutely. Okay, but yeah, I mean, there's a lot of good rivalries, but yeah, keep the rivalries coming. Keep the rivalries coming. Meanwhile, I see that they're getting warmed up here, so soon we'll be getting ready for the kickoff here to start the second half. And this one, we're all tied up 7 apiece, about to start the third quarter. All right, so here we go. About to get things started here for the second half. See everybody on the sideline right now. Again, this game is extremely huge for Oklahoma because Oklahoma, they have to be eyeing right now a spot for the college football playoffs. And the only way that they're going to get it is if they are undefeated right now. The committee, you know, they've definitely not done Oklahoma any favors right now, putting them at number 8 compared to some of the other teams that have a loss already on their resume. But with that being said, a win like this could certainly help Oklahoma out, a top 13 team, well, a number 13 ranked team on the road at Baylor. Kickoff is on the way. Let's see if we get a return. No return on that one. There's going to be a penalty. That ball went out of bounds. All right, so here we go. 1st and 10 at the Baylor 35-yard line. Let's see. Michael says, I need Oklahoma to win by 10 or 14 points. So that's what Michael wants. Meanwhile, out of the shotgun, quarterback for to keep it himself, following his tight end here. He's still on his feet. Look at him go. And so Bohannon, look at him take it all the way down to the Oklahoma 37-yard line. That's a 28-yard run by the quarterback. Talk about how you come out in the second half and get things going. So what a big play that was for Baylor. So now already in Oklahoma territory after the 28-yard run, 1st and 10. He's going to line up. There's one back in the backfield here. You've got 3 receivers, 1 tight end. Receiver goes in motion. Quarterback takes it, fakes it to the back. He's looking. He throws it to the tight end for a short completion, gain of about 3 yards off of the play fake. Now we're looking at 2nd and 7 at Oklahoma's 34-yard line. If you're Oklahoma, you're thinking, we want to get this ball into the end zone. Neither team should have too much confidence in their field goal kickers right now because they've seen a lot of missed field goals in this game. So you really want to try to get into the end zone if possible. If you're Oklahoma, though, you want to go ahead and get the stop here. The last thing you want is for this offense to get confidence here early in the 3rd quarter. One back in the backfield. Receiver goes in motion. Quarterback takes a snap. Hands it to the back. The back. He picks up about a yard on the carry. So this will bring up 3rd down. Again, first drive right here in the 3rd quarter. There is a penalty. Let's see what the penalty is going to be. Wow, so an unsportsmanlike conduct is the call against the defense. What you cannot have that happen right now in a game like this. You cannot gift them yards like that. That's a big time call right there. They're facing 3rd and 7 and all like that, and then you do something like that. That's big. These referees, like they've got to chill with that call, man. They've got to chill with that call. But here we go, 1st and 10 out of the shotgun. 4 receivers on the play, 1 running back. Takes a snap. Oklahoma sending 4. He throws it to the back. The back drops it. 2nd and 10 at the Oklahoma 19-yard line. Again, 3rd quarter, 13 minutes and 15 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. All tied up, 7 apiece. Baylor with the ball inside of Oklahoma's 20. All right, so let's see if they're going to dial up here. All right, so this time he's going to line up under center. Okay, I see 2 tight ends, see 2 receivers, 1 back in the backfield. Receiver goes in motion. Takes a snap. He heads to the back. The back is met by the D lineman. How about that? How about that? Great penetration there by the Oklahoma Sooners. And now we're faced with another 3rd down situation right here. Big 3rd down right here. Again, we're looking at 3rd and 11 right now for Baylor at the Oklahoma 19-yard line. All right, so they got 3 receivers towards the bottom of the screen, 2 at the top. So they're going to go 5 wide, no backs in the backfield in the shotgun. Taquan Thornton is at the top of the screen. Oklahoma, they've got 4 guys they're sending. Quarterback has time in the pocket. He throws it, and it is caught. That is caught. Anytime you see the quarterback fading back like that and throws it like that, that's a little bit dangerous right there. But he got the completion, but not the 1st down. So now we're looking at 4th down. 4th and 5. So now they're about to bring out the kicker. Let's see if we can get the first successful field goal attempt here. He missed 1 earlier. Oklahoma's kicker has missed 2. Will he miss his 2nd kick as well, or will he convert? All right, kick is up. And it's right down the middle. So the kick is good. So Baylor having their first lead of the day, 10-7. They were able to get 3 points coming out the half here. So now we'll get to see Oklahoma come out for the first time since with the football, I should say, for the first time since halftime. And let's see what they do. All right, so let's see. Mike says Mario Williams, what he played. And so let's see real quick, what does he play real quick? I was curious myself when he said Mario Williams as well. So let's see. Mario Williams. Okay, so check that out. He is actually. Oh, okay. So yeah, the end. Okay, so he's a wide receiver. Okay, so Mario Williams is a wide receiver, 5-star prospect. Okay. Okay, yeah, but we have not heard from him today, though. I have not seen a reception for him today out there. Okay, but yeah, he's a wide receiver, Mike. All right, so here we go. Yeah, so right now we're currently at the commercial right now. Thanks to Baylor converting on the 3 points there. I know that my scoreboard is not updated yet, so I don't know what's going on with that one. Hopefully it'll fix itself sometime soon. But yeah, Baylor is up 10-7 in this one. And when we come back from the commercial, Baylor's going to kick things off to Oklahoma for them to go ahead and take their first drive coming out of halftime. Mike says we need to clone the edge rusher Mario Williams. Exactly. How can you say the name and not think of Mario Williams? Absolutely. I got excited there for a second when I thought he was going to be a defensive end. All right, so here we go. Kickoff is about to be on the way. All right, so again, Baylor has their first lead of the game as they are up 10-7. And now they're kicking things off here. Let's see if we'll get a return. Kickoff on the way. All right, no return. So we're going to be looking at 1st and 10 from the Oklahoma 25-yard line for Oklahoma. All right, there we go. Got the scoreboard to correct itself there. All right. So, yeah. So here we go. Oklahoma with the football. Let's see what they can do. Out of the shotgun, Caleb Williams takes a snap. He's fakes it to the back. He's in the pocket. He throws. It's caught. That's going to be, did he get the first down? Did he get the first down there? Depends on where they spot it. Because that hit was instantly as soon as he got near the line. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. So that's a first down. Picked up 10 yards on that one. Okay. 1st and 10. One back in the backfield. Got 2 receivers, 2 tight ends. Takes a snap. Hands it to the back. Brooks is looking. He finds a lane. Okay. Goes up the middle there. Picks up some yards there. Brooks, let's see. How many yards did he pick up there? About 7 yards, I'm thinking. Let's see. Mike says they won't have technology for another 2 years, JB. Absolutely. But here we go. All right, so we're looking at a 2nd and 1 situation, okay? And Williams, he's looking. And, oh, man, he just has to throw that one up there, and it is picked off. No, it's picked off. What an interception. I don't know if he was confused on the play because he faked it to air back there. Like, I get it. You want to freeze the defense, but you kind of sort of need a running back behind you to fake it too. But he took it, and then he just threw it up there. Their running back has stopped moving on the play. So only the defensive back could have made a play on the ball. These are plays that we're seeing NFL quarterbacks are making these same type of mistakes right now. We got to cut this out. We cannot continue to see this happening right now. But that was a big-time mistake, big-time mistake. And he knows it. It's a big-time mistake. So that's his second interception of the game here. Meanwhile, for Baylor, fresh off the turnover there at their own 39-yard line, okay, out of the shotgun, takes it, fakes it to the back. And look at Bohannon again running. He has a first down again. Look at him. Takes it all the way down to about the 40-yard line of Oklahoma. Okay, he started the last drive with a big run, and he does it once again here. Let's see. Mike says, JB, I would clone primetime Deion Sanders. Don't judge me. If you don't judge me for cloning Barry Sanders, I won't judge you. Here we go. One back in the backfield. Hands it to the back. Who hands it to the receiver? Who hands it back to the quarterback? He has to run, and he's going to lose some yards. That was just too much. There was too much happening in the backfield for that to work. Too much. I feel like the receiver should have kept it. He would have been able to make a play on it. But they tried to do that again. Didn't work. It did not work. Let's see. Mike says, oh, Barry, great. If not Barry Sanders, then maybe Bo Jackson would probably be my second option there. Maybe even first. Who knows? But here we go. Out of the shotgun. Takes a snap. Pressure's coming. He's going to go deep. He has a man this time. Oh, the receiver dropped the ball. The receiver dropped the ball. It was in his hands, and the ball. Great play by Graham II, by the way, to knock that one out. Because Bohannon, he did a great job of putting air up under the ball this time because he missed earlier not putting enough air up under it for the receiver to get to it. So this time took a little up off of it. But Thornton, you got to catch that one, buddy. Got to protect the ball. Got to protect the ball. Let's see. Sooner says he thinks that Rattler needs some action out there. I mean, if you see your quarterback struggling, sometimes you do need to switch it up. All right, takes a snap. He's looking, throws it. Oh, it's a nice little play right there. He has some space in front of him. He's running. Look at him, still on his feet. Steps out of bounds, though. But, man, what a play. What a play that was by Ebner. Got to love the play call there. Saw the blitz was coming. Threw it to the back there, in the back did the rest of the work on that one. So, yeah, excellent play on that one. So here we go. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line for Baylor. Tight end goes in motion. There's two receivers. Got a running back as well. There's going to be a flag. Delay of the game. Going to be the delay of the game on that one. Let's see. Mike says, oh, game changer of game changer. Rattler come play like Favre. And so, let's see. Sooner says sound. And so, am I having audio issues here? Meanwhile, they hand it to the back. And he gets back to the line of scrimmage on that one. Okay. Okay, back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 15. All right, so 2nd and 15 coming up here. Let's see, Mike says, radio check is clear. Okay, bet. Appreciate that. Absolutely. So here we go in the shotgun again. All right, you got two tight ends, two wide receivers here. 2nd and 15. Receiver goes in motion. Quarterback takes a snap. Quarterback steps up. He throws it to the receiver. Ooh, he gained some yards, but he got hit. He got hit by two guys. They forced that ball to come out there, and so Oklahoma came away with it. What a play. What a play. Again, we're here in the third quarter, 7 minutes and 34 seconds left to go. Oklahoma football. Yeah, that ball was definitely out. Was definitely out before he got a knee down. So now we're at the commercial. When we come back, it's going to be Oklahoma football right now. They're down 10-7, but that big time fumble, that's going to help them. That's going to get the ball back to them. So both teams have 2 turnovers apiece. Yeah, both teams with 2 turnovers apiece. But so far in this one, looking at Caleb Williams passing the ball, 7 of 14, 75 yards, 2 interceptions tonight. So no touchdowns, 2 interceptions. And then let's see. On the ground, Oklahoma, 18 carries for 75 yards and a touchdown. Again, that rushing touchdown came from Caleb Williams. And so Mike says, JB, check you mixer. Let's see. Mike says the high frequencies are coming. I'm rich. And so he says he's rich. But yeah, right now, I mean, that was a big time turnover because Oklahoma, they was moving the ball, and yeah, it just wasn't working. I mean, they was moving the ball, fumbled it. Receiver got hit. Now he got hit. He did get hit, but still got to protect the ball. Mike says you have sound mixer. I do not have sound mixer. He said, Mike says sound is rich, I meant. And so, okay, bet. All right. All right, so here we go out of the shotgun. All right, so here we go. Caleb Williams takes a snap, hands it to the back. He gains about a good 4 yards on the carry. All right, let's see. Mike says loud and clear over. Okay, bet. And Sooner says, I can hear you now. Okay, bet. All right. Yeah, don't know what happened on that one, but glad you guys can hear me. Appreciate you for the heads up. But here we go, facing 2nd and 6 right now. Baylor has the lead, but Oklahoma has the football. They're down by 3. Third quarter, 7 minutes and 15 seconds left to go. They need a spark offensively to get things going right now for Oklahoma. Meanwhile, we're at the commercial now. Absolutely. So, all right, just to continue to recap what's been taking place so far in this one. You've got Caleb Williams, 7 of 14, 75 yards through the air, no touchdowns, 2 interceptions, but he does have a rushing touchdown. He's got 7 carries for 20 yards so far. Meanwhile, Gary Bohannon, he's 9 of 18 for 99 yards through the air. Over 100 yards passing so far in this one. But he also has 5 carries for 67 yards rushing, as he's the leading rusher in the game so far, averaging 13.4 yards a carry on the ground. Let's see. All right, so Mike says, is Willie Snead washed up or bring him to active for camp? The plan is to bring him to the active one because I feel like a receiver like him, he could fit in Carolina, especially since Robbie Anderson just isn't looking like Robbie Anderson at all, or at least not the Robbie Anderson that I wanted and all like that. So absolutely. But yeah, definitely. I think Willie Snead still can offer something to a team because his role, it's going to be the third option at best. So I think he can still bring something to the team. And so Sooner says Marcus Major is available, and I don't know why he isn't getting in the mix. And so, yeah, there's a lot of questions right now for what's going on right now in terms of just why these guys aren't getting involved, what's going on exactly. But I agree with what you said earlier, though. I mean, honestly, if he's going to be playing like this, then you at least try with Spencer Rattler and see if he can provide some type of spark. You don't need much offensively, just a little bit more than what you're getting right now. Mike says, will Cam getting the Terrace Marshall face kind of quarterback? Tell him to look alive. Hey, in practice for sure, and it'll carry over to the game. I'm pretty sure that'll be the case. All right, but here we go. Caleb Williams and company looking to try to get something going here in the second half. Third quarter, 7 minutes and 15 seconds left to go, facing 2nd and 6 right now. Again, Oklahoma's down by 3, 7-10, but both teams have left a lot of points on the scoreboard. Well, off the scoreboard, I should say. Left a lot of points on the field. Mike says, I will go turn on the TV if Rattler goes in. If they keep playing like this, I think we will see him at some point. But here we go in the shotgun. All right, you've got 4 wide receivers, one running back. Takes a snap. Baylor sending 4. He's going to go deep, and it is incomplete. He overthrew the right receiver on the play. That was West, the intended right receiver. So 3rd and 6 coming up here for Oklahoma. So you look at the stats, and the stats tell you that Baylor, they have more passing yards, they have more rushing yards. But right now, they only find themselves up by 3. But here we go, 3rd and 6 at their own 20. Oklahoma looking to get a 3rd down conversion. Here they go, takes the snap, out the shotgun. Williams looking. Williams throws it to the receiver. It's incomplete, but there is a penalty. There is a penalty. Let's see the call. All right, so holding on to defense. That's a big-time break right there, and that's going to get them the 1st down right there. Let's see, Mike says, Tim Mill, the Panthers made it clear clear, you're the leader. Do whatever I think. So, absolutely. All right, so here we go. 1st and 10 out the shotgun. Fakes it to the back. Williams looking. Throws it. And it's caught by the right receiver. He's about a yard shy of the 1st down there, but a nice 9-yard pickup. Let's see where they spot it. Yep, 2nd and 1 coming up again. Here we are, 3rd quarter here. 6 minutes and 40 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. Oklahoma has the football, trailing by 3 points, 7-10. Facing 2nd and 1. Let's see what they call here. Williams in the shotgun. We know he's a guy that can run the football. Has his running back as well. Takes a snap. Hands it to the back. The back gets the 1st down. The back still trying to fight forward. Still moving forward. Look at that, pal. Move forward there. Nice pickup on the play there. So excellent job there. All right, so here we go. 3rd quarter, 5 minutes and 55 seconds left to go. Here we go, 1st and 10. All right, 1st and 10. One back in the backfield. 2 receivers. Takes a snap. He's going to fake it to the back. Williams is looking. Williams throws it. He's going deep, and he overthrew an open man on the play. Michael Woods the second. He was open. Oh, my goodness. I mean, he was open. You can't be missing open wide receivers. It doesn't get no more open than that. Like, he legitimately lost a defender. And I'm sorry, that was Austin Stogner there. But still. But here we go, out of the shotgun. Williams is looking. Pressure all around him. Avoids one guy, ends up sliding to avoid the hit. But this does not look like Oklahoma football right now. This does not look like Oklahoma football right now. You see on the play, Williams takes a snap. The back fails miserably to get by the defender. And so, yeah, Baylor gets him in the backfield there, 3rd and 14. Let's see, takes a snap, fakes to the back, pressure all around him. They're going to call a holding call against Oklahoma here. And so Williams, he gained some yards, falls about 2 yards shy of the first down, picked up about 12 yards, but I don't think it's going to matter. It looks like a holding call against the offensive lineman for Oklahoma. Let's see, Mike says Darnold not assertive. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's holding on the offense, number 56 right there. That's a big-time holding call. Oh, yeah, my man was holding from the very. My goodness. It doesn't get more obvious than that. But here we go, facing 3rd and eternity here. 24 yards needed to get the first down here. Can Caleb Williams come up with a miracle here? He's taken a couple deep shots, but quite frankly, the accuracy has not been there this game. Let's see if he can right the ship on this play. 3rd and 24, out the shotgun, takes a snap. Baylor sending forward. Williams in the pocket. Williams fumbled the ball. He picks it up. He's running, and he gets sacked. He gets sacked on the play. What a horrible series of events right now for this Oklahoma offense. It could not have been a worse possession than that last, especially last like 3-4 plays. Absolutely terrible execution there on 3rd and long. Because he ended up losing the ball, got it back just to get sacked and lose even more yards on the play. Referees are stopping the play. Let's see what's going on here. All right, so they're going to review the play, see if he did indeed fumble the ball. It's a difference between 4th and 24 and 4th and 35. Either way you look at it, though, is going to be a punt coming up here for this team. And while they're watching the replay real quick, let me get you guys up to date in terms of how the stats are looking right now. So, yeah, Caleb Williams tonight, 8 of 17. I've seen a couple times he's missed a deep guy. He missed the open receiver here and there. I know he was, shaking his hand earlier, having that hand injury and stuff. But, yeah, he's 8 of 17 for just 84 yards passing. That's coming off a game last week in which he had 402 yards passing and 6 passing touchdowns. But tonight he's got 2 interceptions, no passing touchdowns. On the ground, 8 carries for just 16 yards. He does have a rushing touchdown tonight, so he has the only touchdown of the game so far, but it has not been his night so far. All right, so it was okay, so the call stands. So, yeah, Oklahoma's got to punt the ball here. Meanwhile, for Baylor, Gary Bohannon, 9 of 18, 99 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Also has 5 carries for 67 yards as well in this one. So he's averaging about 13.4 yards a carry. His longest run of the night has been 28 yards. As a team, Baylor has 27 carries on the ground for 134 yards in this one, whereas Oklahoma, 22 carries for 73 yards. All right, so Turk's getting ready to punt the ball for Oklahoma. Punt's on the way. Let's see if we'll get a return. All right, so it's taking an Oklahoma bounce. There is a penalty. There is a penalty. Let's see what the penalty is going to be. You see Spencer right on the sideline getting warmed up here. Talk about an unlucky series of downs. Illegal formation by Oklahoma. All right, so right now we're at the commercial right. All right, let's see what the comments say here. All right, so let's see. Sooner history says Rattler is fine, but when he gets the extra step back and see downfield. And so, yeah, absolutely. I mean, right now it's the right move to go ahead and make that switch. You still stick with Caleb Williams moving forward after this game. But for right now, it might be what you need is to change a quarterback right now. And they desperately need to go ahead and kickstart this offense right now. Because quite frankly, the defense is doing a good job considering how well Baylor's been able to move the ball. But you have to think that at some point, Baylor's going to cash in. But here we go. So now Oklahoma has to punt the ball again, this time facing 4th and 40 right now. So let's see if they can get another great punt. Punt is on the way. Let's see if we get a return. We will get a return. All right, let's see. I like how they just go from the game to the commercial just like that. All right, we'll see where they mark the ball at right now in terms of where they're going to be starting the ball off. Again, apologize about that. They switched over to a commercial in the middle of the – I did not get to see where he took this from too. But yeah, so here we go. It'll be with the football here. Looking last time, they were able to get a field goal, so now they're looking to try to see if they can extend this lead here. If you're Baylor, you're thinking we have to get another touchdown at some point here. You have to think this Oklahoma offense is going to wake up at some point soon. I know we've got just a quarter left, 21 seconds left here in the third, but you know that Oklahoma, a lot of close games this year. A lot of close games, and every time they've come through in the end. So if you're Baylor, you want to go out here and try to score a touchdown. That's what you want to try to do. And let's see, Mike says, what's your thoughts on the thumbs up, JB? Yeah, let's see where we are right now in terms of thumbs up. But anybody that's watching, if you haven't pressed the thumbs up already, do make sure that you press the if you're somebody that enjoys this content, make sure that you do subscribe to the channel as well. Really appreciate you guys for coming out here to join me for this one. Again, we're currently right now at the commercial right now, and when we return, we'll get back to the game. But in terms of where we are right now, let's see where we are right now. All right, so I'm seeing that we're at 23 thumbs up right now. Let's see if we can get to 30. If we can get to 30 before the end of the game. But yeah, let me know, guys. Those of you that are watching, I see a lot of people on right now. Let me know in the live chat, which team are you rooting for? Are you rooting for Oklahoma? Are you rooting for Baylor in this one? Let me know so I can know where you guys are rooting for in this one. So far, I've seen a lot of Oklahoma so far. So if anybody else is rooting for Oklahoma or if you're rooting for Baylor, let me know here in the live chat section for sure. As I titled this presentation, The Return of the Rattler. So I know Mike is pretty big on Spencer Rattler, so let's see if his boy can come through for him here next time Oklahoma gets the ball. Again, the last time that I think that Baylor beat Oklahoma, was it back in 20? Go Baylor in the shotgun, receiver in motion, takes it, fakes it to the back. Quarterback's going to keep it again. As he's done the last couple drives out there, he has yet another big run. This one takes them all the way to the 40-yard line. Their own 40-yard line for Baylor. So for the quarterback. And he faked it to the back. And he's done this already a couple times. Has been there all the way. So here we go in the shotgun. You got 3 wide receivers on the play. Let's see. You got a running back as well, tight end. Let's see. He tossed it to the back, trying to get to the outside there. There's nothing there. He's got 5 yards on the carry. There is a penalty as well. All right, so holding on the offense on that play. So the back 1st and 20 here again. We're here in the third quarter. 2 minutes and 48 seconds left to go. Baylor's up 10-7, and Baylor has the football right now. They just had a penalty, though, that moved them back 10 yards. In the 2nd and 14. All right, here we go. 2nd and 14. Quarterback up under 6. Takes a snap. He hands it to the receiver. The receiver on the end of the route. And he gains, he's about a good 3 yards shy of the first down. About 3-4 yards shy of the first down here. So 3rd down coming up. Makes it 3rd and manageable here. They've had a couple plays like that today already. 3rd and 4 coming up. All right, so here we go. 3rd and 4 coming up. All right, so let's see what they do here. Out of the shotgun, takes a snap. He tosses it to the back. Yeah, the back loses about a good 3 yards on that one. The defense, Oklahoma defense, they were ready for it. They knew it was coming, and they stopped it. Great job by the defense. Oklahoma's defense has been superb in this one. It's going to be a loss of about 3 yards on that one. So now Baylor's got to punt the ball to Oklahoma. And let's see if Spencer Rattler does come in here. If he does come in, he'll have just a little bit more than just the 4th quarter to work with here as we're towards the tail end of the 3rd quarter. Punt's on the way. We will get a return here by Oklahoma, and he got rocked on that one. He got absolutely lit up on that hit right there. But, yeah, we're going to see Spencer Rattler go out there. And you know what? He comes in with a lot of experience here. Career-wise speaking, 70% completion, 4,550 yards throughout his career, 40 touchdowns to 12 interceptions. So now Spencer Rattler reinserted into the starting lineup here. Let's see if he can pull this one off. All right, so here we go in the shotgun. Takes a snap. Rattler's looking. Rattler, he's going to go deep on his first pass. Can he get it? And he does get the completion there. Was it a catch, though? Was it a catch? Oh, they're saying it's incomplete. I thought he had it. Show me a replay. Look at that. Oh, it was on his face. Oh, okay, so it's incomplete. Oh, it would have been a spectacular catch. Would have been a spectacular catch. But unable to get his hand and wrap it around it there, so that's incomplete. Rattler did his job on that when the ball was there. So here you go, 2nd and 10. Mike says, I'm about to root comeback story Oklahoma over the underdog story. Here you go. Rattler takes a snap, fakes it to the back. Rattler's looking. He throws it to the receiver. And that's Mims. He loses about a yard on that one. 3rd down coming up. Now, this is where they need the experience of Spencer Rattler to come in here on 3rd down. We're here in the 3rd quarter. 45 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. 3rd and 9. They need a conversion right now. Can he come through for him? Mike says, hope 80s Louisville fan. Dang it. So, yeah, that is one-sided over there. But here you go, 3rd and 9. Out of the shotgun. 4 receivers on the play, running back. Takes a snap. Rattler's looking. He feels the rush. He shakes it off. And he is sacked. It looks like he could have possibly ran for the first, but what a great job by Baylor's defense to get the stop right there. And they're fired up after that stop. So now we're looking at a 4th and 10. And Oklahoma will have to punt the ball. Let's see. Sooner says, Rattler fan, Mike? Let's see. Sooner says, he's accurate, though. Let's see. Sooner says, crossing route with a deep stride. So there we have it, guys. At the end of the 3rd quarter, we have Baylor up by 3 in this one, 10-7. They just made a big defensive stand. So therefore, because of the big defensive stand right there, they got to punt the ball back to Baylor. So Baylor will get the ball when we start the 4th quarter, as Oklahoma will punt it to them, barring some type of fake or anything. Let's see, Mike says, I'm a fan of a comeback story. So Mike loves a good comeback story, guys. But here we have it. 4th quarter. This has been Oklahoma's quarter all year long. Every game that they've been in that has been close, that has come down to the wire. Oklahoma is no stranger to these type of games. And yet, so far this season, no team has been able to defeat them. And so they're looking to keep that alive. Right now, they're 9-0. You know, this is against a number 13 ranked Baylor, who comes into this one with 2 losses so far this season. So Baylor, they want to win this one and get a big win against a top 10 team in this one. They want to show that they can be the first team to do it. So much on the line in the 4th quarter here. Let's see which team is going to rise up here in the 4th quarter and take this game. Let's see. Sooner says, didn't get the play, so I pulled the comment. And so, okay. Absolutely. Meanwhile, let's see. But yeah, right now, we're currently at the commercial right now, awaiting for the start of the 4th quarter. I mean, a lot's on the line right here, but to see Oklahoma go back to Spencer Rattler right now, I think it was the right decision given what we saw so far from Caleb Williams. You know, that is the right decision so far in this one, at least for right now. Let's see. Sooner says, Caleb's hand is screwed up. I was shocked if a bone isn't broken. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. You can tell that something's definitely not right now, especially with some of those passes he made earlier when he had a guy open and he just completely missed it. So you have to think something's definitely wrong for sure. All right, but here we go here. Make sure you guys leave a thumbs up as well for the stream. Appreciate you guys so much for coming through and for all the support as we do these streams regularly here on this channel, whether it's college football, whether it's NFL, occasionally some basketball stuff, but that'll be a little bit later on, probably towards 2022, where we start focusing more on basketball after football season. But here we go. Oklahoma's about to punt the ball here. Nice clean snap, punts on the way. Let's see if we'll get a return. And we will get a return here. Makes the first guy miss. All right, he's at the 20. 25 goes at about the 30, 31-yard line there. There is a penalty, however. And so if you're Oklahoma, you want to find a way to stop Bohannon from doing his quarterback sneak that he's been doing, his quarterback runs, I should say, because he's been very effective. And in each of the last 3 drives, he's had a run, get him a first down just like that. Meanwhile, the penalty is an illegal block against Baylor. 10-yard penalty there. So, yeah, move him back some. So, again, the score right now, Baylor up by 3, 10-7. And Baylor has the football now, looking to try to add to that lead. Both teams, they've had some missed field goals in this one. Oklahoma missed 2. Baylor, they missed 1. Baylor, they didn't connect on a deep pass from which the guy was wide open. Same can be said for Oklahoma. You know, Baylor did make it to the red zone earlier, was unable to get any points from that one, like extremely early in the game. So they've been able to move the ball. This time they hand it to the back, out the shotgun, the back. He has some room. This is going to be a foot race. Can he take it all the way? Does he have the speed? The 30, 20, the 10. And he's tripped up all the way at about the 8-yard line. What a run. My goodness. He almost took it to the house. How about that? How about that, guys? Wow. He's a little banged up right now, though. He's a little banged up. On the sideline, the medical staff is going to be looking at him, certainly hoping that he's okay. But what a run that was, taking it all the way to the 8-yard line, guys. Wow. Yeah, and so that tackle, landed on his legs. But let's see, out of the shotgun, they hand it to the back, stiff arm to the defender. And he's going to lose some yards there. He's going to lose about a good 3 yards on that one. There's a penalty. There is a penalty. Ooh, this could be a big call right here. If it is indeed a horse collar call, let's see what the referees say. Ooh, horse collar tackle call. Automatic first down. Okay, wow, that's big. Yeah, that's a big call right there. So now we're going to be looking at a first down and goal right here, guys. This is big. Now, Baylor has been down here before, and Oklahoma stopped them one time this close. Can Baylor show that they can score this close to the end zone here at the goal line? They'll line up in the shotgun here. Again, the ball looks like it's at the 4-yard line, so they need about 4 yards to get into the end zone here. I see a tight end. I see 3 wide receivers. Running back out the shotgun. They're going to hand it to the back. And the back is unable to really get anything on that one there, so big time stop there by Oklahoma. That's going to bring up 2nd and goal here. Again, we're here in the 4th quarter with 13 minutes and 40 seconds left to go here in the 4th quarter. Baylor up 10-7. Baylor with the football facing 2nd and goal. You see Abram Smith on the sideline over there trying to, shake it off there, see if he can come back. Here we go, shotgun. No backs in the backfield. 5 wide. Takes a snap. He's looking. He's going to scramble. Can he get in there? Does he get in there? That's a touchdown for Baylor. Touchdown, Baylor. Gary Bohannon with the quarterback run of 4 yards. He took the snap, waited a couple seconds, saw nothing, and just took off. He saw the lane there. If you're Oklahoma, you had to think he was going to run on that one. It just made too much sense. He was going to run. What a great job by Bohannon to get into the end zone on that one. Let's see if the PAT attempt will be good. But here we go. Extra point is up, and it's good. So right now, we have Baylor up 17-7 right now, but we've got plenty of time here in the 4th quarter, 13 minutes and 13 seconds. We've seen it happen so many times in which Oklahoma has been able to come back in the 4th quarter. Can they pull it again right now? Can they do it again? For us live here in the 4th quarter with Spencer Rattler in again. They put him in on the last drive here for Caleb Williams here. So we're going to see if old Spencer Rattler has some magic left in him. Career-wise, he has 40 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, so we know he has some experience. He came into this season with high expectations. Obviously, it had to hurt him to see Caleb Williams come in at quarterback, but he finds himself in right now with the team needing him to save their undefeated season right now. So much on the line for Oklahoma. Absolutely. Absolutely. And so right now we're at the commercial. So let's see. I'm asking you guys, can we get to the thumbs up mark here? Let's see if we can get the 40 thumbs up here before the end of the game. and all like that. I'm going to see where we are right now in terms of thumbs up, but let's see if we can get some thumbs up going right now while we're at the commercial right now until we return. So make sure you press the thumbs up button. Anybody that's new that's watching, make sure you guys do subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying this play-by-play for sure, as I do this regularly, whether we're doing college football, NFL, also do sports news as well. Later on, I'll focus more so on basketball after football season. But absolutely, man, I do a lot of these play-by-plays regularly. So I appreciate you guys so much for coming through and supporting the stream here as we're watching Oklahoma versus Baylor. Again, Baylor up 17-7 after that last touchdown. So just to give you guys an update in terms of what's happened so far, statistically speaking, we'll start with Oklahoma. Caleb Williams, 8 of 17 passing the ball, 84 yards through the air. So he's basically averaging less than 5 yards a completion. No passing touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Now he also has, on top of that, 9 carries for just 5 yards here. So less than a yard per carry, but he does have 1 rushing touchdown so far in this one. Obviously, he was dealing with a hand injury, so they decided, let's go ahead and turn things over to Spencer Rattler because they have that luxury to have a guy like Spencer Rattler on the bench. Spencer, so far, he's just 1 of 2. Last drive was his first possession. We'll see what he can do here in the fourth quarter. That'll be telling for them. But looking at Baylor passing the ball, Gary Bohannon, his biggest impact has come on the ground, 7 carries for 90 yards, 1 touchdown as well. But passing the ball, he's 10 of 19, 95 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception so far in this one. So let's see what's going to happen here. Baylor's about to kick things off here. Then Oklahoma will have a chance to try to come out here and respond. It's going to be important that they do respond and get some type of points here on this drive. So let's see if we'll get a return here. Kickoff is on the way. All right, kickoff is on the way, and there will be no return on that one. All right, so Oklahoma, they're going to take over 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line. What I need to see from Oklahoma, they need their wide receivers to step up here and make the play. They need to get their wide receivers, their playmakers involved in this game. I have not seen a receiver step up so far in this one. No receiver has more than 2 receptions so far in this game, and that's going to have to change for Oklahoma. This is not Oklahoma football offensively. They've got to get going so far in this one. They average 477 yards a game per season. They've only got 157 so far in here. But here goes Spencer Rattler in the shotgun. We got a tight end, 3 wide receivers. He fakes it to the back. He's bootlegging. He throws it, and it's caught by the wide receiver. Okay, nice pickup of about good 13 yards on that one. Okay, first down for the Sooners. Let's see if they can get to the end zone. All right, let's go. Here we go. Shotgun, 4 wide receivers. Rattler takes the snap, throws it to the back. The back drops it. He drops it. You cannot have these drops here. We're trying to get some momentum going here. But here we go, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. All right, so Oklahoma, again, down by 10 points. 17-7. Fourth quarter, 12 minutes, 50 seconds left to go here. 2nd and 10. Let's see what they can do here. So Rattler's going to line up in the shotgun again, all right? You've got a receiver towards the top of the screen. 3 receivers towards the bottom of the screen. Got 1 running back next to Rattler in the shotgun. Let's see what he can do. We want a big play. Let's see. Fakes it to the back. He has time. He throws it. And it's caught by the right receiver there. Okay. Nice completion. Excellent completion there by the receiver Woods. It's going to be a gain of like 17 on that one. So now we're getting some completions here. Spencer Rattler looks like he's starting to heat up out there in the shotgun. 4 receivers on the play, running back. 1st and 10. They're in Oklahoma, in Baylor's territory now. He's going to step up. He's going to scramble. And he gains a yard on the carry. That's going to make it 2nd and 9 there. A yard on the carry. So Rattler decided to scramble on that one, picked up a yard. Let's see, Mike says, you know what water cooler talk about to be in Buffalo, JB? And so what is it, Mike? Well, here we go, 2nd and 9. All right, we see a substitution here. Okay. Again, you've got 2 receivers towards the bottom of the screen, 1 receiver towards the top. You've got a back and a fullback next to Spencer Rattler back there. Takes the snap, hands it to the back. The back is looking. He's running. Let's see. He's got it at the 40, all the way to about the 38-yard line, but there is a penalty. There is a penalty. Let's see what this call is about to be. Holding on the offense, number 9, so bring it back. Bring it back. Another penalty here on Oklahoma. Right now is not the time for penalties. You cannot afford to have these penalties, but yet another holding call. Both teams have 6 penalties and separated by a 1 yard in terms of the yardage for the penalty. So both teams have the same amount of penalties in this one. But here we go, 2nd and 19 out of the shotgun. Oklahoma has it at their own 47-yard line. Let's see. Rattler takes it. Baylor sends 4. He throws it. It's caught by the wide receiver. He picks up about a good 4 or 5 yards on that one. 3rd down coming up. So far, Rattler 3 of 5 for 31 yards passing right now. Big important 3rd down for Oklahoma here. You want to convert on 3rd down. Worst case scenario, if you're Oklahoma, at least make it to where it's 4th and short here, to where you can go for it, because I feel like you're kind of sort of going to have to. Well, here you go, 3rd and 13. Can Oklahoma get this 1st down? They line up in the shotgun once again. 3 receivers towards the top of the screen, 1 towards the bottom. Takes the snap. Baylor sending pressure. And Rattler gets tripped up and gets taken down for the sack. What a play by Baylor. Big time play by Baylor. And so now Baylor will get the football off the punt. So, wow. Rattler had that when he felt the pressure, crossed the middle. He tried to bootleg, ended up stumbling, and then got taken down. So now Oklahoma has the punt team out there. 10 minutes left to go here in the 4th quarter. They're going to need their defense to get a 3 and out for him. Oh, look at that bounce there. Oh, it goes into the end zone there. They had an opportunity to get a good punt out of that one, but the ball kept bouncing into the end zone. So now Baylor is going to come back out there with a 17-7 lead right now in the 4th quarter with 9 minutes and 47 seconds left to go. But Oklahoma, they're known as the comeback kids. They've been coming back all season long. So surely this team understands that they have to keep fighting. It is not near over. It's not even over by a long shot right now, but they're going to have to make a stop here. They cannot afford to let Baylor get any more points, especially not a touchdown. Mike says the big 30 thumbs up goal might be met. JB absolutely would love that to happen. Let's see. Blooklet for life. Appreciate you so much for coming through, man. Glad to have you here. Thank you so much for joining the stream, man. Let me know which team you're rooting for on this one, but glad to have you here. Let's see. I'm going to go through the comments here because we're at commercial right now. Again, Baylor's up 17-7 with 9 minutes and 47 seconds left to go here in the 4th quarter. Let's see. Mike says the return of Rattler. Let's see. K. Wood, thank you so much for joining the stream. Glad to have you here. And you say put Rattler in. Yeah, Rattler, he's in there. And let's see. Mike says big sack. Come on. And so Paul Lewis Sr., thank you so much for coming through on the stream, buddy. You say, see, this is pathetic. And so absolutely, man, absolutely. I don't know what's going on with Oklahoma right now. I did not expect this at all. I thought this was going to be a high-scoring game. Did not expect this at all, especially after the performance we saw last week from Caleb Williams. I know his hand is hurt, but my goodness, we need – something needs to happen right now. Absolutely. But glad to have you here, buddy. Mike says, Lewis, what's wrong? And so, let's see. Mike says 1 thumbs up away, and then boom. All right, there we go. Mike says 9 away from the goal of 40 thumbs up. Okay. Let's see. Mike says the water talking Buffalo will be same as the last 20 plus. How the Patriots cheated them. That conversation will never get old, Mike. If you complete your bucket, you will get a free Pizza Hut personal pan pizza. And so let's see. James is joining the stream. Thank you so much for coming through, James. And you say overrated you. And so appreciate you for coming through, James. So Kevin says boomer. Okay. Appreciate you guys, man. I'm seeing a lot of new names here. So make sure you guys do subscribe to the channel so that way you guys will be a part of our future streams. But glad to have you guys here with us here as we're watching this game here. Meanwhile, 1st and 10 out of the shotgun. Quarterback takes it, hands it to the back, and he gains about a good 3 yards on the carry before Oklahoma calls it to a stop there. So that's going to bring up second down, coming up about 2nd and 7. All right, so here we go, 2nd and 7. We're in the fourth quarter, 9 minutes and 25 seconds left to go in this one. Time is certainly becoming more and more of a pressing issue right now in the game for Oklahoma. Baylor's been able to run the ball successfully a lot in this one as well. As a team, they have 238 yards on the ground. Here they go in the shotgun. Let's see, tight end goes in motion, 2 receivers, 1 back. Takes a snap. Oh, the Oklahoma player, he read that he jumped that snap early on that one. Out of bounds, there is a flag. Yeah, he jumped that one early. I saw that one. I said he either timed it perfectly or he jumped a little too soon. So now we've got the offsides on the defense there for Oklahoma. You cannot continue to shoot yourself in the foot when you're trying to make a comeback. You just can't do it. You just can't do it. All right, so here we go. Second and 2 right now. 1 back in the backfield. I see 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers. He's looking to the sideline. All right, making adjustments here. If you're Oklahoma, you got to start getting a stand right now. They hand it to the back. He's running, gets the first down, and then some. Okay. And that is Abram Smith. We saw him last drive with that big burst of a run. He's running with a lot of confidence, a lot of energy, and a lot of strength right now. Again, he was a former linebacker that they converted to play running back. So you know physicality is something that he's not afraid of. Look at the difference in rushing yards, though. Baylor, 247 yards on the ground. Oklahoma, just 65. That is not Oklahoma style right there. Normally, their quarterback alone can get them about 120 yards on the ground. But here we go, 1st and 10. If you're Oklahoma, now's the time where you got to get some stops. Out of the shotgun, takes a snap, hands it to the back. Speaking of stops, how about that? Got him way in the backfield there. Going to lose some yards on that one. This is going to be 2nd down here. Again, we're in the fourth quarter here with 8 minutes and 5 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. Baylor with the football. Oklahoma needs to get a stand and get the ball back so they can try to score quickly with 7 minutes and 55 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter. Facing 2nd and 14 right now. Yes, see, Jonathan says, come on, Oklahoma. Thank you so much for coming through, Jonathan. I feel you on this one. I do feel you. This is so important for Oklahoma right now. Meanwhile, in the shotgun, receiver goes in motion, takes a snap. Quarterback looking. He throws it, and it's caught by the back. That's going to be a gain of about a good 2 yards on that one. So we're going to be looking at 3rd and about 12. Clock is still running. 7 minutes and 25 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter. Baylor still with the football. So 3rd and 12 right now. For every first down that Oklahoma gives up, that allows Baylor to take more and more time off the clock. And the way this game has been going, they need every single second. Both teams have all 3 timeouts so far in this one. Here in the fourth quarter with 7 minutes left to go in this one. Baylor up 17-7 with the football. 3rd down. Let's see what happens. Takes a snap. Hands it to the back. The back. He's running. He's still on his feet. He's still on the offensive line. Is trying to help him. He got the first down. There's a flag on the play now. There is a flag on the play, and it's going to be so huge depending on who this flag is against right now. But, man, the offensive line, the big guys, help the running back get that first down there. Judging by the lineman's reaction, this may be against Baylor, which is exactly what Oklahoma needs. All right, so they're saying there's no foul on the play. Okay, so the referees, after discussing here, determined that there is no foul on the play. And let's see, Big Boys, thank you so much again, Big Boys. And you say, yes, subscribe. Yeah, appreciate that. Appreciate that. But here we go. All right, so after the no call there, that's going to be another first down. If you're Oklahoma, Your defense has to come through for you. You need to rip the ball out right now. A turnover would really help this team out right now. And if you're Oklahoma, that's what you're looking for. That's what you're begging for right now. We got a 1st and 10, 6 minutes and 30 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter. Baylor with the football and the lead, 17-7. They hand it to the back, and he's met in the backfield there. He's going to lose about 2 yards on that one. So we're going to be looking at about 2nd and 12 coming up. 6 minutes and 14 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter. Again, both teams still have all timeouts here, but man, right now, every first down that comes, it hurts that much more. That much more here in the fourth quarter. All right, so let's see. I'll try to get some of your comments in here as well. Let's see. Susan, thank you so much for joining the stream. You say, what quarter is it? It's the fourth quarter with let's see. Yeah, fourth quarter with about 5 minutes and 45 seconds left to go. Here they go in the shotgun. Baylor, quarterback throws it. He's going deep, and it's caught by the right receiver. It's caught. It's going to be at Oklahoma's 34-yard line. So here we go, getting deeper and deeper into Oklahoma territory. Not good news for the Sooners right now. But Baylor continuously moving the ball. Receiver did an excellent job of locating the football and catching that one. The ball was underthrown. I will say that. It was underthrown, but it did not matter. He secured the catch all the way through. Here we go. One back in the backfield. 3 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Let's see what they do. Oklahoma's got 4 guys. Let's see, they got 3 guys on the line. 1 guy standing up near the line. On this drive, 7 plays, 45 yards so far. Takes the snap. Hands it to the back. The back is looking. He cuts back. The back. He's trying to get to the edge. When he gets there, he gets about 8 yards before going out of bounds on the play. So here we go. Facing 2nd and 2. The clock continues to run. The clock is definitely an area of concern. But because Oklahoma is struggling to stop Baylor's ground game right now, it is not looking too good for them right now. They have got to find a way somehow. You cannot let Baylor get a touchdown. That's for sure. You really want to get a stop right now. But, man, they're taking a lot of time off the clock and running the ball extremely successful right now. So here we go. Let's see. Mike says 4th. Okay. Big Boy says 4th. Okay. So, yeah, we've got 4 minutes and 48 seconds here. Let's see. They're going to stop it here. All right. So here we go. So, yeah, Oklahoma they've got to find a way somehow. You know Baylor's going to run the ball. They've had so much success running the ball in this one. You know, so you got to find a way somehow, some way to be able to go out there and stop them. You just have to. The offense is looking to you guys to come out there for some help here. And so far in this game, you've got about 39 carries for 264 yards on the ground for Baylor right now. Their longest run of the night was Abram Smith for 75 yards. He has 18 carries, 139 yards in this one, averaging 7.7 yards a carry. But it doesn't just stop with him. Quarterback Gary Bohannon, he's got 7 carries for 90 yards, averaging slightly under 13 yards a carry. He's got a touchdown. His longest run of the night is 28 yards in this one. So Oklahoma needs somebody on the defense to step up for them here. I'll go ahead and go through some of the comments real quick and catch up on that. Apologize about that. Let's see, James, thank you so much for joining the stream, man. Glad to have you here. And you say, sup, brother, thank you for the channel. We retired up in northern Maine woods, so this is one of the only ways I can see the game. Hey, appreciate you for coming through, man. Glad to have you here. Glad to have you here. Let me know which team is your team in this one. Definitely let me know that. But glad that you're here for the stream, guys. Let's see. Mike says, what's up, Susan and Big? And so absolutely. Absolutely. Let's see. So, Alex, thank you so much for coming out, man. Appreciate you. And so, all right, there you go. Oklahoma, absolutely. And so let's see. Jupiter's Realm, thank you so much for coming through. Let's see. Boomer Sooner, absolutely. 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 And so Mike says, sub up, join JB Nation. That's right. The more we have, the better. Absolutely. And let's see. Baylor wants it more. I mean, the way that Baylor's been playing on the ground, absolutely. Oklahoma, I feel kind of bad because if you look back at this game, I know Baylor had missed field goal as well. Oklahoma, they had 2 missed field goals as well. And so, I mean, there was a lot of points that was left on the table for both teams in this one. But Baylor, I mean, for Oklahoma, though, this is such a huge game right here because you're thinking college football playoffs. This is such an opportunity for a statement win today And right now, it's looking like we're going to need a miracle right here. Now, we've seen Oklahoma pull off some close ones this year, so I'm not counting them out. But it's going to take one heck of a comeback right now. Meanwhile, Baylor takes it, hands it to the back, still on his feet, has the first down and more, takes it all the way down to about the 16, 17-yard line of Oklahoma. So he's running harder and harder right now in this one. Again, that was Tristan Ebner with the carry. All right, so here we go. I mean, my goodness, they've almost got 300 yards on the ground. At some point, you got to say enough is enough. But here we go. 2 receivers towards the bottom of the screen. Got a tight end as well and running back. Let's see what Baylor's going to do here. Baylor, they've had all the momentum here in the second half, it seems. Oklahoma has not scored, obviously, since the first half. Meanwhile, the run up the middle. He picked up about a good 4 yards on the carry. It's going to be second down coming up. There is 4 minutes and 3 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter. It's already a 2-possession game right now as it is. You cannot afford for this to become a 3-possession game right now. You just cannot afford that at all. So huge right now, so much on the line. And yeah, right now we're at commercial right now. But we will see what can Baylor do when they get back from it, and can Oklahoma come up with another red zone stop here? Because they're going to need it. They're going to need it. They got one earlier in this one. They're going to need it. Let's see. Mike says now or never for the Sooners. Let's see. Negro National League, thank you so much for coming through, man. Glad to have you here again. Appreciate you. Hope all is going well with you. Let me know how you're doing. All right, so here we go, guys. We're returning back. All right, so 2nd and 7 here on the current drive. 10 plays, 66 yards, about 5 minutes and 43 seconds off the clock. Oklahoma had to burn their first time out. Quarterback's gonna keep it here. Every time he's ran tonight, good things has happened, and he took it in the end zone for a touchdown. So that's a touchdown, Gary Bohannon and Baylor. So that right there, that one right there is gonna be the one that puts the nail in the coffin right there for Baylor. So what a big time score that was. Baylor has just been phenomenal on the ground tonight. I mean, they just left it all on the field, literally, especially in the second half, running the football. And so, I mean, Oklahoma, I can't really blame the defense so much in this one because they held them for so long. But the offense, they just did not show up tonight. Well, today they just haven't showed up. Let's see if they'll get the PAT. Kick is up. Kick is good. So Baylor up with 24-7. See if I can update the scoreboard here on this. But yeah, I mean, that is brutal right there for Oklahoma. Brutal right here on the road against number 13, Baylor. That's brutal. Let's see. Ali says, Joe from Iran voting for Oklahoma. Okay, but doesn't seem like they will win. Appreciate you for coming through, buddy. Appreciate you for coming through. And yeah, this is going to be tough, man. This is really tough right here. I know that this is big. And obviously, Caleb Williams, he tried to go out there, but 2 interceptions, you just can't do it. Some of those interceptions, I don't know what happened there. But, man, Oklahoma had opportunities. Don't get me wrong. They had every opportunity in the book to get some points. I mean, whether it's the field goal kicker missing all those kicks and then the missed opportunities, Baylor, they left some points as well out there. But, man, Oklahoma just did not live up to their standards today. And that's what ultimately cost them in this one. But still, Oklahoma, good team. The conference championship is still in play. So although, this is definitely going to change some things in terms of expectations, the expectations should still be conference championship for them. As for Baylor, this right here is a big-time win against a big-time team. And so this is certainly one that they're going to be celebrating for the rest of the day. Absolutely. Let's see. Billy Moore, thank you so much for coming through. You say not the same Oklahoma team. What the heck? Absolutely. Absolutely. And so Billy says that Oklahoma should have been running the ball with Brooks more. You know what? You're right. The man was averaging 4.2 yards a carry out there. His longest run of the night was 18 yards, but you just ran the ball with him 12 times. So pretty much we knew every time, whether it was Spencer Rattler, whether it was Caleb Williams, we know they were going to have the football. And right now they were struggling. So they really needed to rely on Kennedy Brooks right now. They really needed to rely on him. And it didn't come through. It just did not come through. But, man, that is disappointing. Disappointing. Let's see. Sue and Kristen, thank you so much for joining the stream. Glad that you're here. You say Oklahoma blew it. And so, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. A lot of opportunities was out there on the field. But Baylor took advantage of more opportunities in this one, and their quarterback was able to run the ball successfully in this one. What I thought I was going to see from Caleb Williams on the ground running is what I saw from Bohannon in this one. Absolutely. And let's see, Susan says, well, there went Oklahoma season down the drain. And so, yeah, this one, you know that there's no coming back from this one. The committee has already been disrespectful towards Oklahoma's season. I mean, they started off the year ranked like, I think, number 2. You guys were number 2 to start off. And then each time you won, it felt like they moved you guys back. And so, but after this, yeah, it's going to be, yeah, absolutely. This one's right here is going to put the season in a spiral right now. Absolutely. All right, so I see Caleb Williams oddly is returning back out there. So, okay, I guess Caleb Williams is coming back out there. The coach just wants him to get some positive momentum, I guess. We'll see what's going on. But okay, so Eric Icon, thank you so much for coming through. And he says that who cares about Baylor? They will choke versus Oklahoma or Oklahoma State in the Big 12 game. So there you have it from Eric. Appreciate you for coming through, buddy. Meanwhile, Williams throws it while getting hit to the receiver. Receiver gets the first down, picks up about a good 12 yards on the reception there. And now they're going to hurry up to the line here. So Caleb Williams. Now, I mean, where was this all game long? Where was this all game long? Takes a snap. He's looking. He's going to throw it to the receiver. And it is caught by the receiver between two guys. He's running all the way down to about the 12-yard line. Where in the world was this early on for Oklahoma? Like, he was in there for basically 3 quarters. Like, what in the world just – I don't get it. What's going on? What's going on? Did he just decide that he wants to play now? But here you go, 4 right receivers, running back. Let's see. I mean, they're going to need some onside kicks to make this possible. Here we go, out of the shotgun, takes a snap. He's looking. He's still looking. He feels the rush. He's going to run. Let's see. And he gets to the – does he get in the end zone? I think he's just shy of the end zone. Let's see where they mark him out at. But he should have about maybe a yard or 2 till the end zone. So now, all of a sudden, Caleb Williams remembers there's another quarterback on the roster, so if he comes out there and looks like he did in the first half, that won't be acceptable. But look at this, Oklahoma knocking on the door. But, I mean, they're going to need a lot of things to go right now is all I can say. But let's see, Williams in the shotgun, takes it. He fakes it to the back. And he is brought down. That's going to be a loss of about half a yard. There is a penalty on the play, though. Let's see what they call. Again, Oklahoma has 2 timeouts here. We're here in the 4th quarter. 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Baylor leads 24-7. All right, illegal substitution on the defense there. Half the distance to the goal. I say why not just line them up on the center and quarterback sneak. Let them get it in that way. You just need a yard right now, so I would do that. But here we go, 1st and goal. 2 minutes and 44 seconds. The clock is running again. Absolutely. Let's see. Carlos, thank you so much for coming through, buddy. You say 142 yards rushing. Really, OU? You have no chance of beating Georgia. So here we go. They're going to run it with the back. And so this time, it's a touchdown with Brooks for Oklahoma. They got into the end zone. Kennedy Brooks. Just wish we would have saw this a little bit earlier, guys. I really wish we'd have saw this a little bit earlier here so we could have had one heck of a fantastic game. But, yeah, he finished it off with about a 2-yard run in the end zone. All right, so 24-13. Yeah, you already know that on the kickoff, we're going to get an onside kick attempt, and they're going to have to recover that onside kick and then some. Again, 4th quarter, 2 minutes and 26 seconds left to go in this one. Baylor's up 24-13, currently awaiting the extra point. Let's see, extra point is up. All right, so we got a 24-14 game, Baylor over Oklahoma. All right, so there we go, guys. 24-14, 2 minutes and 26 seconds left to go in this one. We're going to be awaiting the onside kick for Oklahoma. Oklahoma, they have been magical all season long, and so we're asking for a big-time magical thing here. I mean, it's crazy to even think about, but we've seen some crazy stuff happen this year in football, but nothing would top this if Oklahoma could somehow find a way to make this happen, guys. Like, this would be absolutely crazy. Absolutely. And so my man CG Ruthless Sports has joined the stream. Thank you so much for coming through, CG. Glad to have you here. I know you're always dropping 49ers content out there on your channel. So, guys, if you haven't checked them out, check them out for sure. But appreciate you for coming through, CG. Glad to have you here. Appreciate the support. And so Billy says, really put Williams out there now to get hurt. And so I do question that call here, even though he got him a touchdown, though. I still would have stuck with Spencer Rattler on that one, though. All right, here we go. So Elijah Miller, thank you so much for coming through. You say maybe the SEC should reconsider who they're inviting to join them. And so there you go. There you go. All right, but here we go. This kickoff, this onside kick attempt is going to be huge right here in terms of just if Oklahoma can get it, guys, we can hold on to hope. Otherwise, it's not looking too good at all, especially since Oklahoma's got 2 timeouts, so they really need to get an onside kick now and maybe even one more time later. And we know onside kicks are hard to come by. All right, so here we go. Let's see. Again, we're here in the fourth quarter. Baylor's up 24-14. Onside kick is on the way. Let's see who got it, and Baylor recovered it. Just like that, Baylor recovered it. So Baylor recovers the onside kick attempt from Oklahoma, and they have the football. 2 minutes and 26 seconds left to go in this one. Oklahoma just has 2 timeouts and a defense that has given up nearly 300 yards on the ground rushing so far in this one. They tried to have the kicker be able to recover his own onside kick. I've seen it work before for other teams, but that time Baylor, they were ready for it. Did not work. All right, so here we go. Look at the difference in total yards. Baylor has 408 while Oklahoma has 260. Out of the shotgun, 2 receivers, tight end, 1 running back. Takes a snap, hands it to the back, up the middle, still moving his feet, gets about a good 5-6 yards on the carry, about 6 yards on the carry. That's going to be second down coming up. All right, so you see the running back there. He's limping again. That is Abram Smith right there. He already earlier got banged up in that one. If I'm Baylor, you got to run someone else. But let's see. While we have some time here at the commercial, let's see. Eric says, hey, bro, question for you and the folks. College football, Cincy undefeated or 12-1 Big 12 champs? Ooh, that is the question. If Cincinnati were to go undefeated, I honestly think that this year, given how they have them ranked right now, I would have to think that they would give Cincinnati the odd. I want to say that they would give Oklahoma the odd, but I have to go off of what I've seen. They put Oklahoma at number 8 right now, despite being 9-0, which I think is an insult. I think you guys should be higher than number 8, or at least coming into this game should have been higher than number 8. Because, I mean, but the committee clearly has not rewarded a lot of those wins. So I think they would go Cincinnati if Cincinnati was undefeated. Meanwhile, quarterback fumbled the snap, but he recovered it. That could have been an opportunity. That could have been an opportunity right there. Again, Oklahoma, they've used 2 timeouts. They have just 1 timeout remaining. Facing the 3rd and 6 right now. So, yeah, I think that, I think a one-loss team right now. A lot would have to happen, though. A lot would have to happen right now and go wrong, honestly. Let's see. Susan says, OU season is over now. Carlos says, too little, too late to come back. Again, we're here 3rd and 6, 2 minutes and 18 seconds. Oklahoma has used their final timeout, so they must get a stop. And even then, if they get a stop there, they're going to have to score extremely quickly, then rely on the onside kick. Now, if they can score a touchdown and bring it down to an onside kick, then, hey, anything can happen. But first things first, you got to come away and get some type of a stop right now on 3rd and 6. You can't let him get the first down. Out of the shotgun, takes the snap. He fakes it to the back. The quarterback's going to keep it. No surprise there. And he gains about a good 3 yards on the carry there. He's brought down. So the clock is going to continue to run. Even though Baylor's facing 4th and 3 right now, the clock shall continue to run because Oklahoma's got no more timeouts to stop them. And Baylor's going to milk every second off the clock that they can before punting the ball. And so Mike says JVLT. So Mike, keeping the tradition alive. I don't think I can influence this to go to overtime in this one. It would be nice, though. It would really be nice. Let's see. Susan says, I'm going for Oklahoma Oklahoma State Cowboys now. And so, okay. And so Carlos says, next is Iowa State. Good luck beating them. And so, yeah, Iowa State's coming up. You know, Iowa State, they love to really play difficult. I mean, like the games they're supposed to win, they'll lose them. But when they're not supposed to win, that's when they'll go out there and upset you, it feels like. And so Mike says, awesome. You got 40 thumbs up. Hey, I appreciate you guys so much, man. This stream has been awesome because of you guys. And so I really appreciate you guys for coming out here and joining me here. And so I really wish that this game was a lot closer right now here in the 4th quarter. But, yeah, I mean, there were some points left on the table. I mean, even if Oklahoma had just made one of their field goals that they missed earlier, this would still be a one-possession game right now. So a lot of points were left on the table for sure. Let's see. Carlos says, I think the offensive coordinator of the Sooners is getting fired this year. And so, all right, he says, sorry, the defensive coordinator. I mean, oh, yeah. If Oklahoma can ever get to the point where they improve that defense, I mean, my goodness, especially before you get to the SEC, got to improve that defense. Got to. But, I mean, Oklahoma, I mean, you know, the defense, this performance right here, I thought the defense did okay. It's just Oklahoma offense let them down here, left a lot of points on the board in this one. But certainly the defense has a lot of room for improvement, especially against the run. You can't give up 300 yards on the ground, so absolutely. Meanwhile, kick is up, and it is. It's good. I seen a flag go up. I think I seen a flag go up, though. All right, so there is a penalty. Let's see what they're going to call here. There is a penalty. Let's see. Carlos says, OU will drop after this game for sure. Oh, man, I am afraid to look and think of what they're going to put. Now, this is a top 15 opponent, but the committee's just been so harsh on Oklahoma so far. I don't know what they're going to put them at, but, yeah, they're definitely going to drop after this. Roughing the snapper. Oh, man, against Oklahoma, personal foul. That is, oh, man. That's a terrible way to end the game, man. Terrible way to end the game. Yeah, no timeouts. And because of the penalty there, you take away the 3 points and you give Baylor an opportunity to go out there and take a knee, guys. Oh, man. Let's see. Elijah says, you think Aranda will stick with Baylor? I mean, it would be a good move. It would be a good move to stick around. I would, but we'll have to see. All right, so here we go in the victory formation for Baylor. They're about to go ahead and take a couple knees here and run out the rest of this clock because there's nothing Oklahoma can do with no timeouts to stop them. So this one is a wrap. So Baylor will go on to win this one. I'm looking forward to seeing the final rankings once we get to see that, I believe, Tuesday, and see just where Baylor moves. And then Oklahoma, just how far do they drop Oklahoma after a loss like this against a team in the top 15 on the road? But, I mean, clearly they didn't play their best football. Just very unfortunate, though. Very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Let's see. Carlos says, I'm still waiting for OU to finally have a D like Georgia. This is a wet dream for sure. Hey, Carlos, I would love – can you imagine how great Oklahoma would be if their defense was like it was for Georgia, because they clearly have a better offense than Georgia. I'm still kind of suspect of Georgia's offense, but their defense is so good, like so good, to the point where it doesn't even matter what their offense really does, because their offense is good enough, but that defense is so great. The offense doesn't really have to do all that much, honestly. But, man, that would be something right there. Let's see. Mike says, what Oklahoma rank goes to? I mean, that's tough. That's tough. Where would you put Oklahoma after a loss like this? I probably, if I was the committee, if I'm moving them from 8, I probably would drop them down to, I probably would put it, well, depending on how everybody else plays, of course, but maybe around 12, something like that, it's where I probably would drop them, something like that. I wouldn't do anything too drastic. This is a ranked team, stuff like that on the road. So I'd probably put them at like 12 or something like that if I was the committee. But again, I'm not the committee. So, all right. So another knee taken there. Another knee. All right, let's see. All right, so Billy says Oklahoma does this every year. I really feel like that's the case, honestly, and it's so disappointing because I have to feel for you guys for Oklahoma. I really do feel for you guys right now. I mean, I'm not personally, an Oklahoma fan, but I'm a Big Ten kind of guy. But from what I've seen just from the outside looking in, I mean, every year I'm always rooting for Oklahoma because I feel like you guys are equivalent to what we are in the Big Ten in terms of every year being in the conversation. But still, like we got to compete against the SEC and stuff like that. But, man, this is a tough one right here. This is a tough one. Absolutely tough. But it's concluded, guys. Baylor has won the game 24-14. It is finalized in this one. The game is over. And you see Baylor storming the field right now. So, man, where do we go from here? If you're Oklahoma, where do we go from here? They got to certainly win on out. All you can do is just win on out, win your games, try to win by some style points and stuff like that. And if you're Oklahoma, you're hoping for a lot of other teams to lose. You're hoping Cincinnati loses. You're hoping Ohio State loses. You're hoping that Penn State loses, Michigan State. You're hoping a lot of teams take some L's out there to give you guys an opportunity when it's all said and done. You're wanting for Bama, if they do play Georgia, for them to lose again. You're really hoping for a lot to happen right now. You can't like your odds right now, but you never want to say it's over in terms of the college football playoffs and stuff until it's over. You never want to say that. But, man, it is finalized. I see they got 1 second left on the clock. I wonder why. But, yeah, guys, absolutely. Let's see. Elijah says, what will Baylor ranks go to? If I'm them, based upon beating a team like Oklahoma that's undefeated, they've got 2 losses, I probably would put Baylor at maybe number 10, probably number 10 is what I'm thinking. So maybe number 10. Of course, it depends on how some of the other teams out there are doing and stuff like that. But I could see them going to about, I think best case scenario for Baylor would be something like number 9 or number 10, probably about number 9 or number 10 probably. That's what I'm thinking. Best case scenario, number 8, but probably 9 or 10. And so let's see. Mike says, thanks, JB. Of course, Mike, appreciate you for coming out and all the support, as is everybody that is joining the stream. And this one, appreciate you guys. Again, remember, if you have not done it already, to go ahead and subscribe to the channel and turn your notification bells on as we do these play-by-plays every Saturday around this time. Also, I do NFL as well. My next stream will be tomorrow night for Sunday Night Football. And so, quite frankly, who is playing tomorrow for Sunday Night Football? I forgot real quick who's playing Sunday Night Football. Let's see. All right, so Sunday Night Football tomorrow is going to be the Chiefs and the Raiders. That will be the next game that I will be live streaming, doing these play-by-plays for. Absolutely. And so, Val Ballin, thank you so much for coming through. And you say, easy money. You say, let's go. All right, so you're fired up about that win. All right, absolutely. And let's see, Billy says, thanks, JB. Appreciate you. Now, I appreciate you, Billy. Really appreciate you for coming through. All of you guys really mean it. The more we have on the stream, the more live it is. So I really appreciate you guys for coming out here. Meanwhile, we're having a long conversation with the referees. I mean, I don't know what they're talking about right now with the 1 second on the clock. All right, let's see. Mike says that the game will be action-packed, the Chiefs and the Raiders. And so Absolutely. I mean, we're going to get to see Deshaun Jackson line up there for the Raiders and stuff. So I'm looking forward to streaming that one tomorrow. Absolutely. And so let's see. Whack Mac, thank you so much for coming through, man. Glad to have you here. You say, thanks, Baller. Hey, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Absolutely. Appreciate you. And so let's see. I still see the 1 second up there. So I wonder if they're going to make everybody come back to take that one final knee or not. I mean, because, all you really need is just the offense to go back out there on the field. And so Warmack says, 1 second left, there's hope. And so, well, they say it's not over till it's over. Oh, they're putting 3 seconds back on the clock here. Okay. So, yeah, now they've got to get everybody back organized and stuff to come back out here for that final kneel down once more. All right, so we're still awaiting the referees to finally get this one over. Let's see. Susan says, is it over yet? Not yet. Not yet, because even though everybody crowded the field, there's still 3 seconds left on the clock. So the referees, they put back 3 seconds on the clock here. And so they got to go out there and take one more knee. So it's basically over, but Baylor still has to physically go out there and take one more knee. They had to clear the field once more for the players to come back out there and finish the game. Are you serious right now? It looks like to me Baylor's lining up for a field goal attempt. Is that what they're doing right now, going for the field goal? I don't get the decision right there. I don't get that decision. You know good and well that more times than not, Oklahoma beats your team. And so you come out here and get the victory, and then you're about to go for the field goal attempt to rub it in? I mean, congrats, you won the game. It's not my business, but I'm just saying. So, yeah, they're going for a field goal attempt, man. Wow. That is crazy. They're going to really line up for a field goal attempt. Kick is up, and he gets it, guys. The field goal is good. So, Baylor, they win 27-14. They wasn't satisfied with 24-14. Wow. Okay. Wow. Yeah, if I'm Oklahoma, I'm in a very bad mood right now. You see the fans not allowing the players to get off the field right now. I just hope that these guys keep their composure and don't go out there and, lose it on somebody on the way to the locker room. Just keep your composure. I know it's a tough loss, but come on. This was wow. Let's see. Boomer Sooner says pay the players more because they're so great. There you go. Let's see. Mike says insult to injury. Let's see. Warmark says, you doing any more college games today? And so not today. My next college game will be sometime next Saturday. It'll be the same time frame. I just got to look and see what the best game is, but I will be sure. I usually put up the games that I'm going to be streaming Wednesday or either Thursday for like that next 4 or 5 days. So definitely check back Wednesday on the channel, as I should have my streams up by Wednesday, if not by Thursday, in terms of which college football game I'll be streaming. But that's all I got for today. But hey, I appreciate you guys so much for coming through, guys. Really appreciate you so much. Yeah, and so absolutely. The next stream I will have will be tomorrow night, and it'll be the NFL, the Raiders, and the Chiefs for Sunday Night Football. So if you do have some time and you like the NFL as well, do come out and join us for that one. But really appreciate you. I'm going to go through the comments here real quick. Let's see. Mike says, dunk on them, JB. I mean, I'm just saying, they're going for the field goal. You were clearly about to go ahead and run out the clock, and now you decide to go for the field goal now because you have to come back out there? I mean, come on now. You act like you're dominating the series here. I mean, come on now. Come on. Are you trying to impress the college football committee with the extra 3 points? And so Ty Brown says bad taste. And so there you go. Ty Brown says that was not cool. And so there you go. It really was not. Let's see, Mike says, where might come by Sunday night? And so absolutely. Let's see, where Mike says, Mike, I will. I had a good time. Hey, we appreciate you. Looking forward to it. This is like the best time for college football this time of the year because we have so many big games that will be coming up for sure, guys. And so tough break right here for Oklahoma. But let's see where they land at come Tuesday night. Once we see the updated rankings and stuff, let's see where they are. To realistically still have a chance, Oklahoma would still need to probably be, I really say top 11. I feel like if they come in ranked 11 or higher, that'll be at least decent, but you don't want to find yourself at 13 or worse. You don't want to see that. Let's see. This might be a good Big 12 championship rematch. I hope so. I really hope to see a rematch here because I got a feeling if we see a rematch, we won't see a 27-14 score, at least not this way. So I would love to see a rematch, guys. Would love to see it. Let's see. Mysterious Oklahoma says, are they as classless? Ariada is classless. And so absolutely, yeah, I wouldn't have did that. I've seen Ohio State many times against a team. We would not have done that. We're very conservative with our approach. We wouldn't have did that. Let's see. Mike says, awesome. JB Nation gets action-packed. Absolutely. Let's see. Lone Wolf says that was BS. And so that field goal. And so absolutely. And so AJ says that Okies are crybabies. That's what he says. And so, hey, AJ, appreciate you for coming through, man. Appreciate you for coming through. Absolutely. But this game right here is now officially over. And so I will be ending the stream here very soon. But appreciate you guys so much for coming through and joining me on this one. Again, the next stream I will have will be tomorrow night. But if you're a college football only person, I will be streaming again around the same time next Saturday. Thank you guys so much. Really appreciate each and every one of you for coming through for this one. You guys take care and let's enjoy the rest of the college football schedule today. Take care. All right, so Lone Wolf says field goal. Absolutely. Mike says, I would have dunked on them, not going to lie. So Mike's leave it to Mike. And so Lone Wolf says thumbs up. Hey, I appreciate you. Yeah, I appreciate you guys. I'm going to go ahead and end this one. Let's see. And so AJ says Texas forever. Okay, Texas forever. Okay. All right, awesome. I know I streamed a couple Texas games, and I know that Texas got some wonderful wide receivers out there for sure. But absolutely. Thank you guys so much for coming through again. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream, guys. You guys take care, though. Enjoy the rest of the day. There's plenty of great action-packed football games going on. I know which game I'm going to be watching, Ohio State and Purdue. I'm a Buckeyes fan, and I've seen Purdue take down too many top teams. So I'm going to be watching that one forever. And so absolutely. And so AJ says, Waco forever. There you go. Appreciate you, AJ. Appreciate you. But you guys take care again. So I'm going to end it now. But yeah, take care.